All right. Welcome everybody. It's a little delay from our last episode. Sorry about that. We'll talk about that briefly. But episode 34 of Building Character, Caesar RE, Black Act 2K, and by chance we ended up getting a second member of Body Cavalry back-to-back weeks with DOMAGE down here, also known as Chris.
Yes.
So it was kind of just worked out. I mean, I had other people, but it just wasn't going to work for other people. So I'm like, well, I know Body Cavalry had some people that were ready to go. So we just had to get it lined up. And I had my wife and I's anniversary yesterday. So I couldn't do it yesterday. Monday was Labor Day and I was just getting back from bachelor party. So we delayed it a little bit, but we're here on Wednesday. We'll probably have another one later this week. But to get us kicked off, Chris, what we normally do, and I don't know if Brad told you from last week, what we normally do is just do like a quick little intro about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Obviously, we had a little bit to do about Body Cavalry. We can actually talk about the video that's now out since last time we talked to Brad a week and a half ago, which is awesome. But how about you give us a little rundown about yourself?
All right. Well, I'm a 39, almost 40-year-old man from Kentucky.
Oh, let's go.
Dude, I seen a meme on Kentucky today.
It's probably a good one.
It was great. So accurate.
And I probably fit a lot of them. It is what it is.
I'll put it in your Discord.
Okay. Oh, man. Not a lot about me. I mean, I joined the Army right out of high school. Deployed a few times, and here I am. No. So
you joined the cavalry like with these guys, right? With Brad and whatnot. You're part of the cavalry.
Well, I was actually down there before they were.
Okay.
I actually got to our unit before they did.
Were you? So, are you the first member of the cavalry then, of the group of guys that are coming through? Are you the first one of you guys?
Yes, I was. I graduated before all they did out of basic and ended up in Echo Troop 9th Cavalry out of Fort Stewart, Georgia, 3rd Infantry Division.
Okay.
And I think those guys, I ended up there in like end of October, about Halloween time period. And I think some of those other dudes started coming in. Like Brad came in right after I did, like February, something like that.
Okay.
And with a few of our other buddies.
Ass around all everywhere.
Nah, man, that's my homie.
Oh, I just assumed on how he played COD, he'd be the same.
Nah, that's my brother.
Hey, listen, you go after him, you got to go through Chris here.
I had to.
Right? Oh, definitely, dude. You don't mess with my roly-poly. That's my homie.
Yeah. And so, whereabouts in Kentucky? I know you told me the other day in my chat, but tell everybody else whereabouts in Kentucky.
I'm just south of Fort Knox, a little town called Cecilia.
Nice.
It's nice and quiet out here.
Yeah,
I used to live closer to town, but I just, with some of the issues I got, the noise, and the constant noise, I couldn't live over there.
Sure. Yeah, I was telling you the one day that there's a group of guys that are two of them are brothers, and the one's their cousin are in my chat quite a bit from Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah. He doesn't like to talk a lot. He doesn't like his accent. I'm like, I like the Kentucky accent. You know, you get the little bit of the southern draw. I like it.
I'm asking that a lot.
Yeah.
Until I drink, and then when I drink, it
comes out.
I sound like cornbread. Oh, I sound like cornbread.
Okay.
Like Boomhauer is more.
So are you having a drink right
me.
now? Can we encourage his drink? So by the end of this episode, maybe we get that cornbread coming out.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, there we go.
And of course, I'm from Kentucky, so real bourbon.
Real bourbon. There you go.
Jeff says, I live down the street from DOMAGE, and ask him who's taller.
I am the tallest out of the three amigos.
Okay.
It's you guys probably you ain't heard of him yet, but 'cause he's a buddy that's still on active duty, so I'm not going to divulge his stuff.
Sure.
But like him and Brad, like if you saw one of us, you saw the other two, and vice versa. We were never like apart, but
nice.
I am the tallest out of the group.
There you go.
And I'm not that tall.
Get you drunk?
Oh yeah, she.
I think she wants something tonight, man. Get you drunk.
Oh my goodness.
That ain't happening.
Oh my goodness. So Brad actually, Brad said 1v1 him bro.
I know.
So,
I seen it.
Okay.
I replied already.
yeah. Well, he said it in mine. That's why in the Dad Club Gaming, I didn't see any reply. So, no, that's so. You got into it, high school. You said, went into it.
I'd always wanted to be in the Army.
Nice.
Like ever since I was a little kid playing with GI Joes,
Sure.
even the Barbie doll size GI Joes.
I
played
have
with
them.
those.
I have them. Can't wait to bring them out for my
Same.
son. Once he gets that
dude.
age, I definitely have them. I have the little, what was it? The little carrying box that was like basically like a little suitcase thing. Yeah. All the different stuff. I think I had a ghillie suit on one of them. I had a bunch of different ones. I can't wait. You know what? It was a perfect. You guys ever? So this is funny. Off topic, kind of. Those little quarter machine football helmets and baseball helmets. You know what I'm talking about? Those actually fit the GI Joes perfectly. Did you know that?
They did.
They fit perfectly. It was like a perfect match. Couldn't get them to fit anything else, but GI Joe's perfect. Derek's in the chat now. You play with Barbie dolls, bro. No, they're GI Joes.
No, you judge
They're
me.
GI Joes.
I played with mine with my little sister when she'd be playing her Barbies. I put the football helmets and stuff on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom, Dad, like, hey, you gotta go play with her. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm like 5 years older than she is.
Yeah. So do you have just one sister? Do you have another sibling?
I've got 2 other brothers that I've never really met.
Okay. Older, younger?
No, younger. I'm the
Younger.
oldest sibling.
Okay. Nice. So you were in Georgia, you said, right? That's where you got based out of?
Yeah, we were stationed just south of Savannah in a place called Hinesville.
Okay. I know.
Very tiny little town.
So learn me a little bit here with Army, because like I know I hear a lot of people that I said that on purpose, by the way, to learn me Black, in case you make fun of me for it.
100% just happened.
I know. Don't worry. I know what. Listen, I'm on the same wavelength. I know that's what's happening. I did it on purpose. So military wise, right? It feels like bases and where you go for training camps and things like that seems to be pretty like location based on which military you're going into. Is that fair to say?
Kinda.
Okay.
I can't talk a lot about non-combat MOSs because I obviously I was a combat MOS, so I don't know what they went through. But usually, like for the longest time, like armor and cavalry, we trained at Fort Knox. That's where our base of operations was, where you went to basic training, OSUT, and then you'd go to your unit from there. They have since moved Fort Knox Armor School down to Fort Benning, so now that the infantry, the armor, and the tankers, or correction, scouts, are all down at Fort Benning together. But I think they got 29 Palms of Marine Corps trains out there.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of Marine Corps. And is that mostly West Coast? I feel like Marine Corps might be West Coast a lot, or is there some East Coast stuff too?
Parris Island is on this side. It's Parris Island, South Carolina.
Okay.
That's where I know this because my father-in-law was a Marine.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people, people I knew went, and then it seemed like, you get an East Coast based, or I guess maybe some things are in Texas too, right?
Yeah.
But I never really knew. I never personally looked into it. I never knew. I was just curious.
For the most part, I mean, when you go into MEPS, they give you an option like, hey, where would you like to go?
Okay.
Write down 3 places. What they don't tell you is that if you write the one you want the most at the top, you're not going to get that one generally.
So write it like third.
Yeah, third. Literally, that's how you get places you want to go. I went needs of the Army, and needs of the Army was Fort Stewart, and it was close to Kentucky for me, so I went down there.
Yeah.
But I wish I'd have gone to Germany.
Oh yeah.
Or somewhere before I got married, but unfortunately I didn't.
Somewhere interesting, right? Live it out a little bit.
Yeah.
When
I'm glad they didn't send me after I got married. I wouldn't be married if they had done that. I'd have gotten some kind of trouble.
Well, when did you get married?
I got married in 2002.
Okay. Nice.
I've
So
been with
coming
my
up on
wife longer than that though.
20 years next year.
Yeah, my son's 21. If that says anything.
Son's 21. Nice. So did you celebrate with him?
Not yet, because he hasn't turned 21 yet.
Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up
in the next few days. Yeah.
There you go.
Bro, my wife is 22.
Damn it.
Yeah, right.
That's
Holy
all good
crap.
though. Oh my goodness.
It time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. This is
Yeah.
what 21-year-old did to me.
Yeah, that gray beard. There you go. Yeah, look
Same.
what his
Same.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, one little hair.
I
got a
go
buddy
grab the
that-
tweezers.
me and Brad got me and the other 3 guys got a buddy that was with us. He could literally shave once a week. Like
Dude,
still
I
to
go
this day, and he's like
months.
almost my age.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
And so to be clean shaven, you're saying has to shave once a week?
yeah. And
That's
if even that,
crazy.
Yeah.
like he grows a beard like Shaggy, gets like 3 hairs.
Yeah.
Dude, before I was on this testosterone medicine, like it was I don't even know how long I would go in between shaves.
That's just
like,
crazy.
Like I don't even know. Like it would be 2 months, I don't know. And now it's like every 3 or so weeks, and then I look like this, and you can't even barely see it when I'm this far away.
Yeah, mine's not
It'll get
insane.
there.
Mine's not insane, but I also haven't shaved with like a straight razor in forever. I normally just trim it down and then start again with
Yeah,
the
that's
5
what I
o'clock
do.
shadow. It's just honestly, everybody gets like upset. Like they say, you know, you go through that itching phase. I actually am more uncomfortable if it's a straight razor and then those first 2 days, 3 days, right, where it's like starting to get rough, and I don't really mind. I don't get itchy like the week or 2 after when you're trying to grow it out. But
If I don't use beard oil, man, mine. I get ingrown
Beard oil,
hairs.
doesn't that stink?
No, dude, mine
beard
smells
oil
like
smells
tea tree oil.
delicious. Yeah, smells
Dude,
awesome.
my buddy had some deer oil, and that shit tastes.
Beard
not even
oil.
good to taste.
Beard
No,
oil.
beard.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you were
Beard.
saying deer. I'm like,
I heard
No,
deer too.
No, it smelled like deer piss, bro.
Oh,
ugh.
he had the
It
wrong
was
stuff.
horrible.
Somebody
It's not good
somebody
beard
played
oil.
a
How do you
prank on
put
him.
that on your
Nah, somebody played a
face,
prank
bro?
on him and filled that bottle up with deer piss.
It was
That's what
deer
happened.
estrus.
Yeah.
No, it would smell just like that, anti-scenting agent that you would spray on like
Ugh.
before you go out and hunt. You know what I'm talking about?
I
I
know
know
what you're
talking
talking.
So bad.
I know what you're talking about. I just that's not. I would never put that on my face if that was the case.
He does it, and I'm like,
Nope.
I don't.
Yeah. I actually don't put beard oil on nearly as much as I should. Because
Yeah, I don't either.
my skin gets all irritated underneath.
I totally
Mine does
should.
too.
Totally should.
Actually,
it might
they
help it
do
grow.
have some that has it's like they called it it was beardalizer or something like that, but it has
Oh,
some
fertilizer.
kind of protein that'll actually fill in like bald spots and stuff. And then I had a few from wearing chin straps and stuff like that it just rubbed it free.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
CK said he uses beard balm. I don't know what kind. I grab a bunch of different stuff. Occasionally I'll condition it if I take a shower and it's in there, and I'll condition it. But I can't wait. I'm trying to get rid of everything again at some point and just start fresh. It's a nice feeling. Sometimes
my kids and my wife said I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, I look like a completely different person. I do. When
I look
when
12.
I lose it, yeah, Sam. It goes away.
I can't relate. I just can't.
You always look 12.
You always look 12.
Yeah. That's how you're married to a 22-year-old. You know what I mean? You fooled her. She thought you were a lot younger.
Dude, she honestly, when we got together, she was like, I thought you were like 19, 20.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
don't
awesome.
I don't know.
Well, so, Chris, when you said you were with your wife years before that, when did you guys meet? Or how? If you don't mind me asking.
I was coming back from NTC and just like I was still a young guy. So, I've been in the desert out in Fort Irwin, California for 30 days. So I was just going to the gym, drinking with my buddies, and we were going to go party in Savannah. Well, it so happened that some of the guys, like I came back early on an earlier flight, and like some of the other dudes started to come back in the next few days. Well, like I was dude, we went to the gym, we lifted, and I was already halfway drunk. And, like,
Nice.
huh?
I was just laughing.
Oh, he said, wait.
No, like your wife just said he's jealous. Marines kept us in Hawaii for 13 years, and he was stuck in Georgia.
Yes, because her dad was in the Marine Corps, and she
Okay.
grew up in Hawaii. for like 13, 14 years. They lived down there.
Wow.
No, I'm butt hurt because I couldn't get her to accept any assignments to like Alaska,
Ah,
Italy,
that'd be
Germany,
cool.
Colorado. No, she didn't. She wanted to stay stateside, so we stayed stateside.
Nothing
Which
wrong
hell, I
with
did enough desert tours that I didn't really care. I would have liked to gone somewhere else, but no.
Sorry I interrupted. I just thought that.
Oh, you're good. But anyway, so we're gonna go out that night. I'm getting ready to run up his room and see if I could borrow like a hat or something. And I run out my door half dressed and knock her down
Oh wow.
Oh,
like in the barracks because she had come back with one of the other guys' wives to pick him up. And like
bro,
I
that's
ran back in my room.
classic.
Yeah, I helped her up. I ran back in my room and I like tucked my shirt in, freaking zipped my pants up, made myself look presentable. And by that time, talking trash in the chat again. By that time, they'd already walked upstairs because his wife had a code to his room, so they set up there. And I came back out and they were gone. I was like, oh well. So I talked to my buddy. He was like, yeah, we're going. Here's the hat. And I see the buses pulling back in, and I knock on Scott's room and I was like, hey, Scott's back. You want me to drive you guys over there in my truck? And I took him over, and he had been away from his wife for 30 days, so they wanted alone time. And me and her stood out on the balcony and talked for a hot friggin' minute, and
So
got
wait,
to
it
know
all
each other.
started. You knocked her down. You were in a rush,
Yeah.
bro. Why hasn't
didn't-
Hallmark picked this up yet? Like, this is
This is
perfect.
not a great story.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. If you knew every detail, some of the details
that's even
they're too
better.
terrible.
That's even better. I love details.
So they end up going their way, and I went to Savannah. Man, I ended up bad drunk in freaking Savannah. And like, apparently, I kept hitting on girls and calling them her name the whole night long.
Oh wow.
And this, I've only talked to this lady like 4 hours straight, I guess. I was like, I don't know. She made an impression on me.
Yeah.
And apparently I made an impression on her. She talked to one of her buddies.
You still
Or-
went clubbing.
I still went clubbing. Yes, I went clubbing that night. Ended up throwing up in the bed of my truck, and then
Perfect.
my buddy went to wash the truck at the Savannah car wash, and then had to chase me around as I streaked around Savannah.
All right. Here's a very serious question.
Okay,
What kind of truck?
it was a Ford F-150.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, it was my first truck. It was pretty nice though. I liked it.
Good.
I like Dodge and Jeep now though.
Chrysler.
Right? I love my Jeep, man. My Jeep's awesome.
You made him feel better now. You made him feel
did.
better. You notice
As
how
long as
he
we didn't
took.
go
You
the
know how he took.
chase route.
You know how he took the F-150, right? And he was like, good.
Yeah,
And then when you,
that's good.
yeah, exactly. And then you say Dodge, and he's like jumping out of his seat. Big
I
difference.
had a big Ram, but it
I
just
love my Rams.
it sat there so long, and it was the maintenance cost on it was not justified.
I will agree.
Well, I had a diesel, so it was really expensive.
Yes.
Oh man, I miss my truck though, but I love my Jeep. But no, I went clubbing, yes, and got drunk, and then somehow we ended up getting each other's numbers and just got to hold each other, and
That's freaking awesome, man.
literally fell asleep talking to each other on the phone. Like,
There you go.
woke up the next morning and
And you said this
She was
wasn't
she was snoring on the
Hallmark
phone.
material.
Hey, you still there?
This shit is
Yeah.
perfect, bro.
He never looked back.
No, I didn't. I've made some mistakes along the way, but never looked back. Couldn't imagine my life without her. She's my best
That's
friend.
awesome.
She really is.
That's awesome. And you guys you celebrated. You said it'll be 20 celebrating 20 years next year.
Yeah, we just had our anniversary in August for
Okay.
our 19th
19th.
anniversary.
Nice. What you guys do for your 19th?
Nothing really.
Nothing?
I don't even think we went anywhere. I think we stayed home.
Yeah, I only asked because I think I told you this yesterday, right? I celebrated yesterday was my 3rd anniversary.
Yeah, I
third
popped
year
in
anniversary.
on your video.
Yeah, we were watching it. We were watching the video, right? And
Mhm.
watched it 3 times on stream yesterday. Black, the
Oh,
wedding video.
I didn't catch it. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. I just somebody else would come in and like I was like, oh, they wish me happy anniversary. I was like, we watched a video, and then somebody's like, I want to see it, and I'm like, okay, I'll play it again, and somebody pops in halfway through, and I'm like, well, rewind it, whatever. But anyway, we didn't do much, for third anniversary with my wife. Basically 9 months pregnant at this point, right?
Ooh.
And us with a 18-month-old, we kind of got lunch. She had a non-stress test for the pregnancy. Dropped my son off at the in-laws and just got lunch together. And then I went to get my tooth filled because I had a cavity to fill. So it wasn't anything crazy either.
Sometimes they don't have to be.
No.
Just the togetherness.
Yeah, exactly. As long as things go well. Just celebrating the moment kind of thing.
She said I played PC and she painted.
People gave me a hard time last night too. Like, wait, it's your anniversary and you're here kind of thing. And it's like, oh, look,
Right.
people go to bed and then I do this to keep me going kind of thing mentally. And she gets some sleep and hopefully my son sleeps through the night for her. But yeah, I mean, we're, 15 days away, if not sooner. So anywhere from now until the 23rd, we'll see what happens. So you mentioned your son. Do you guys have any other kids, Chris?
I also have an 18-year-old daughter.
Nice. So you got
both my kids are adults.
You got the split though. You got the boy and the girl.
I wish we could have had more, but it wasn't in the cards for us, unfortunately. I'd like to have two of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or then you run.
My wife's in that moment where she doesn't know if she wants one more. Like she
I thought you guys always said three. Yeah, I thought you said that.
Like she's done. But like then we're sitting there at night and we're just both laying in bed and she's like, maybe one more. And I'm like, Miranda, like listen to yourself. Look at how much you talk yourself and me out of it. And she's like, but like, and I'm, Miranda, you gotta pick one, and that's what we gotta stick with.
Yeah.
She does it all the time.
We're stopping at two now. We don't have the split. We'll just have two boys. But my wife's pregnancies aren't the easiest thing on her body.
That's why we couldn't have any more.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing on my wife's body. She's, everybody always talks like, I mean, me growing up, or you watch movies, things like that, and you realize like, oh, you got the person eating, oh, give me the sweets, give me this, give me that, right? They're pregnant, and they're just like feeding themselves, and then my wife's over here like, she can have meat and cheese, she can have salad and whatnot. It's like she can't have sweets because she's diabetic, gestational diabetes with it. So it's like she just can't do it. And then, it's scary. I don't think people realize how scary a pregnancy actually is, even though it's a natural process, right? It is scary. It's a lot for the body to endure and go through.
I unfortunately, I was overseas for both. So
okay.
I never even got to see my kids be born.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it sucks.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I hear you there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
It's like my poor brother-in-law got wore out. She wore her brother out.
Yeah.
Go get me a McFlurry. Go get me a McFlay with tomato and cheese.
Yeah.
She sent that poor man out doing everything.
Yeah.
I was in the desert. I couldn't come back.
Right. I'll be honest. I mean, I did not watch my son be born. I'm not gonna watch this one be born. I'm gonna stay up at her head and count into her ear until that baby comes out, and then we'll cut the cord and go from there. I think I would pass out.
It's still an experience that I wish I could have had,
Sure.
But I didn't meet my kids till they're like 6 months old.
Right.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
It sounds very similar to Black Kenny's experience, right? Remember Kenny and talking through that, and yeah, I mean, I can't imagine. It's got to be tough.
It bothers me a lot, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing I can do, so I just keep moving forward.
Sure. Now, how in and out were you after that 6 months? Like, so how long were you in the Army and
I retired and I went on the Army retirement list like literally the first day of 2013.
Okay.
So like total almost 13 years active duty. But I did a lot of deployments, and then even if we're not like a big thing about Third ID down at Stewart, and a lot of people don't realize it. but that is a rapid deployment station.
Okay.
So literally once a month we are in the field.
Okay.
Like, once to twice or damn, can't talk. Once a month or once every 2 months we're out in the field either shooting gunnery, qualifying with our personal weapons, or just running field problems, preparing for deployments and basically staying trained. So I mean, even when I was home stateside, I wasn't always home. And then
Sure.
you throw in a trip to Fort Irwin, California for a 30-day rotation to NTC, or you throw a trip down to Fort Polk, Louisiana, go play in the swamp for 30 days. I mean, you kind of, I mean, a lot of time is missed with the family.
Yeah.
That is the one big regret that I did have from being in the Army is I wish I'd have chose a job that could have maybe kept me home a little bit more and not so much on the front line. But I love being a cavalryman, dude.
Sure.
I love it. It's
I can see it.
greatest
I
feeling
can
in
see
the
it in
world.
your face. I saw it in Brad's
Excitement.
face. Yeah, I can see it.
Hey, hold on just a second. Let me get up and show you my tail. Like
Chase, I'm watching your video, and this is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
the video was, dude. Like it had me almost in tears last night.
Yeah, that's
For
what
real?
people said. They cried 3 times when they were sitting there watching it each time.
Dude, you both look so happy, and you
Those are
look
good.
smashing in that hair.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
That is nice. You should have that propped up.
100%. I'd have that hanging.
Too expensive. I'd rather keep
Yeah,
it
I
in the
agree.
case.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like a $400 Stetson.
Man, they created that Warzone skin just for you guys.
Oh, I know. It's
100%.
awesome.
Yeah, they created that Warzone skin just for you guys.
I can't leave this on because I can't hear you all barely.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, I
That's
take
fine.
mad pride in that. You know,
That's awesome. Now, did they give you? Oh, wait till he puts it back on.
You got time to put that up if you want. Like,
Yeah,
we're
if
not
you want to put it
opening
back in the case. Okay.
Yeah.
it's in the case.
Okay.
Now,
Don't worry.
Did they give
Just
you?
making sure.
Did they give you like? Is that a one you wore when you were in the cavalry, or did they give you a new one when you retire?
They don't give you one at all. You got to buy that yourself if you
Okay.
want one. It's not required. A
Sure.
lot of it's just the heritage that goes into it and the pride of being in the cav. You know,
Sure.
like, well, I'll go ahead and move the camera so you can see it. But like, there's the one I had when I was on active duty.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's just old and worn out. I've drunk a lot of beer out of it, and like my wife made the plaque and everything with my sabers.
Nice.
He's drunk a lot of beer out.
I did, dude. That's like that's a prerequisite for Stetsons. You gotta drink beer out of them.
Now, are the
to break it
sabers like? Is that something? I once again teach me here. Is that something that
Okay.
gets actively used? Like, are you actively carrying those around, or no? That's just more
No,
a heritage
if
thing.
you ever, it's a heritage thing. I mean, there are units in the Army that still run like that. I can't remember the unit though. They're done in Fort Hood, but and I think there's some at Riley too. They do mounted cavalry where they'll actually wear the old school uniform and everything. Like I never got that lucky to get something like that. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
CK said you were pretty good at middle school football too.
All right, give me a second shot.
huh?
He said you were pretty good at
I was good at coaching.
middle school football. What we got
Oh,
here?
my wife's sending stuff. What is my wife doing? She's sending where she painted pictures on the wall.
Oh, nice.
That's good stuff.
Hell yeah.
She loves to paint. She's a great artist. Her and my daughter both. I can't even draw a stick man, dude.
So you actively coaching middle school
Look
football
good.
then, or is that a pastime?
I coached with CK Gaming. We coached for a few years together,
Nice.
and then I moved school districts, and
Okay.
I couldn't really tell my kids that they were going to go to not go to the school, and then me drive all the way over to coach. So, I mean, it was just a decision. I was having some issues starting to come up at the time too with my personality
Oh,
being a little
okay.
too angry. So
I'm
I
an
needed
angry.
to kind of pull back.
Yeah. That's me too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This weekend, the bachelor party that I was at, it hit me the last day. I don't know what it was, but a bunch of guys having some good times, and all of a sudden, oh man, it was not good. It was not good. I hit a level that those guys, even though like I've been friends with them for the last couple of years playing baseball, they hadn't seen it
Yeah.
before. They hadn't seen it before, so it was, I think, eye opening. But it was funny. The Bachelor was just like, that was entertaining to see. I was okay. Glad it didn't ruin your weekend. No, but you're muted, Black, by the way.
My bad.
Yeah, right. No, I wasn't. I was It wasn't just me.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Good time.
No, I mean, that's awesome, and it's kind of cool to see, honestly, the excitement in your face, Chris, when you talk about it, right? Like you said,
I
that's
miss
not,
it every day.
yeah, that's not something you have to have, but it's like it's a thing that you want to have, right? And show the pride in it. That's awesome.
It wasn't even supposed to be my MOS originally. Like
Okay.
I didn't go to join the cavalry.
Sure.
Like because my parents gave me because the first thing I talked about going into the Marine Corps, and my
Okay.
mom and dad were like, no, you're not going to the damn Marine Corps. I was like, but why? I want to be a Marine. The uniform looks sharp. Mom's like,
Yeah.
I don't care. You ain't going in the Marine Corps. Then they wouldn't sign my papers for it, so I waited a few years. I turned 18, and I went to the recruiter myself. And I went to the Army recruiter though because the Marine Corps was closed, and started talking to the guy in there, and he was going to put me in as a 14 Romeo, a Bradley linebacker crew member, little vehicle like that for air defense artillery. So I went up to MEPS in Louisville and like started doing all the physicals and all that stuff like that, and I didn't qualify because my depth perception was off. Then they were like, "Here, how about this job?" I was like, "What's the 19 Delta?" They're like, "Oh, I'm glad you asked." And they popped this old dude. Back then it was a VHS, so they popped this
Sure.
VHS in this freaking this VCR and start playing this freaking video. What are you doing that for?
You had to blow out the VHS.
Oh,
I had to do it all the time.
Blowing the VHS tape.
So I'm like, sure, let me see this video, and I watched the video, and there's like dune buggies and dirt bikes coming out of the bushes, and Humvees running over trees and looking like trees, and dudes flying out of helicopters. I was like, I want to be a scout. That
Yeah.
looks awesome. So my mom's main intent was I wasn't going to be on the front line. So she didn't want me to go to be an infantryman. And I was like, oh man. And then I called my mom, like, hey mom, well, I didn't go infantry. She goes, that's good. I'm glad to hear. So you won't be on the front line? I was like, nope. She goes, well, where are you going to be then? I was like, in front of the front line. My life expectancy on the battlefield is like 3.5 seconds if I'm seen.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my
Oh man, she lost it. She's like, oh my God. I can't
That's
believe you did that
crazy.
to me. I'm like, and I
Yeah.
never looked back. I was all in then.
That's
Dang.
I mean, that's wild. I'm glad you're here with us today to be able to talk about it, right?
I'm blessed.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
only reason I'm still here. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Unless you want to talk about it, I'm okay not talking about it because it is scary. It's a lot, I'm sure. But I'll ask the question. Okay.
What's that?
It's just like, is there ever a moment like, over the years that you were there that you were like, oh man, getting out of this one's gonna be tough? Did that ever?
Not
No?
really.
Okay.
The hardest part for me was was going away.
Okay.
So what would happen is usually when I'd get ready to deploy, I'd find some way to start a fight with my wife. I'd either drink too much, get rowdy. I'd find a way to put that break in between us so that we were mad at each other when I would deploy. I mean, no matter how mad we are, we always say I love you and give each other a kiss because never know if it's gonna be the last time.
Sure.
And so I would start some issues and just kind of cause some turmoil. That way, it was easier to say goodbye and let go.
Oh wow.
And then it was just like flipping a switch. I turned emotions off and I went off training.
Sure.
I mean,
There was someone else we were talking to that said he did that.
you have to, dude. Unfortunately, the job that you do overseas, I mean, you can't. Sometimes it doesn't call for a human to do it. I mean, sometimes you have to be almost an animal instinct for survival, and it's not
Yeah.
trying to be mean to anybody or hate or discriminate or cause pain. It's literally, hey, I'm an NCO. I'm not just responsible for my life. I'm responsible for his, and them. So
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to be brutal with people, and that's the hardest part is coming home and turning that off because you're so used to. I mean, you do a year, 15 months, 18 months deployment, and you're so used to being able to friggin' charge into a threat, and you handle it violence of action. You're aggressive with it, and you're angry. But when you come home, you can't do that. I mean it's caused me some problems not knowing how to turn it off sometimes. I mean, I'm lucky that we're still together, but some of the crap that I've done.
Oh
is
yeah.
So
Just trying to create a little bit of divide to make it easier. Yeah.
Most definitely. I mean, looking back on it, it was the dumbest thing I could have ever done. It really was. I wish that I hadn't,
Hadn't had
because
to,
I mean,
yeah. No, I
well,
hear you
I
there.
wish I'd have known how to do it without having to cause that break. Like literally be like, I love you, but I have to go do this. But I couldn't. I had to. To make it easier for me, I guess. I
That's
mean, it
rough.
sucks because it probably put her through a lot of crap, and I never even thought about it,
Sure.
at the time.
No, it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
How do you guys feel? Do you guys? I can do a screen share. You wanna watch this video? You wanna watch this video that aired last week? I got
Oh,
I got
snap.
chills watching this video after Brad sent it to me. It was
What
awesome.
video?
It was their Dad Body Cavalry, the
Oh,
news
yeah.
the news one.
We got
Yeah.
another one coming up Saturday.
You got
Yeah, I
another
was just
one?
about to say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna
That's awesome. Here, let me
turn off
do
my
this
background so people can see it.
and let me do a screen share here.
Well, you're gonna have to do application shares
Application,
so we hear
yep.
the audio.
Yep.
Let me turn off my music.
I'm glad you guys know this stuff because I don't. I am totally nowhere near techie.
I'll spotlight it. Everybody can see it, right? You got it on your side, Chris?
Well, it says watch stream. Do I need to click on
Yeah,
it?
click watch stream.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
This guy on your side?
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Answering the call, a group of Army veterans, some based right here in Las Vegas, are calling on other
See, that's
veterans
the Three
to join their
Amigos.
squad.
Huh?
They're
Which-
called
yeah,
Dad
nice.
Body Cavalry because all of them are dads, and they can admit that they've packed on a few pounds since leaving the military. But besides their
I don't wanna
friendship,
admit to it.
one thing has remained the same: their commitment and duty to helping others transition into civilian life. So for the month of September, we're recognizing Dad Body Cavalry as our Vegas Stronger champions.
One behind me.
This is a real mission.
Here, I'm gonna find out where everybody's at. There you go.
Operating these Call of Duty soldiers are real soldiers, combat veterans. Dan, Brad, Chris, and Jeff were all 3rd Infantry Division deployed to Afghanistan in 2005.
See, that's where they're wrong.
And
We
just
didn't
2
go to
years
Afghanistan
ago,
in
they
05.
reunited to
Hmm.
Went to
form
Iraq.
Dad Body Cavalry.
It's the competition.
Other than that, it was a
aspect
great
of it,
interview.
The social aspect of it, the teamwork aspect of it. It all goes back to our military service and how we all work together.
Dad, don't die.
But the mission is more than just a game.
We've found something that we've missed over not even just the past 2 years, but over the past several years. And we're trying to offer that to as many other veterans as we can
He's got
through our
his
community,
poopy.
through
Yeah,
online
right.
gaming.
You
Many
know.
veterans
That's on the
struggle
poop.
with post-traumatic stress.
There's always constant thoughts, right? There's always memories. There's always triggers out there. And the gaming for me puts
Yep.
those triggers away and kind of puts the thoughts and the stuff that's always in your brain, it just puts it away, and I could just focus on hanging out with my brothers, my sisters, and playing a game.
Even transitioning back into civilian life, a life plagued by a pandemic, is a whole nother battle.
When you get out of the military and you've been in for a long time, you have this identity that you know what your purpose is, you know what you're worth, you know what you're doing.
Oh,
And
look
when
at
you
that handsome
transition
fella.
into civilian life, you kind of lose that.
Which is
There's
why
another one.
now Dad Body Cavalry is calling on other veterans to join their squad and help with the mission. They collect and rebuild gaming consoles and computers to donate to other veterans who may be feeling lost after separation with the military.
I want you to feel like you belong, because you belong here. There is a purpose, and it's to survive and take care of each other.
I'm with Finley Automotive Group, and we learned about Dad
Didn't
Body
realize I was such a
Cavalry,
Ricky
and we
Bobby.
think that represents all that's
I'm all
good
about them
in our
hands, man.
community,
All
and
about them
the things that
hands.
Make Las Vegas such a great place to be. And so for that, we want to recognize you as our Vegas Stronger champions for September. We're going to send you over $599 to maybe help a little bit. So I just want to say
This was awesome.
Thank you for what you do.
This
and
edit at the end was awesome.
That was
It was good.
I did like that.
That
If
was
you served in the
fantastic.
military or know a veteran struggling with PTSD and think gaming could help, Dad Body Cavalry is accepting nominations for veterans who would be interested to join
And this
their
thing has
squad.
actually brought
You
us
have
a
links to their
few
Facebook
follows
page, or
and
if you wanna
everything. I mean,
donate
we've
to
actually
help
picked up some more people
DBC purchase
That's awesome.
just with
consoles
this
for deserving
one news
veterans. We
story.
also have a link for that
Like just
to their
people
GoFundMe
seeing the
page.
news story and
It's all
coming
on
to
our website. Just
to
go to
the website,
KTV.com.
not the
Vegas
website, but the
Stronger Champion
the
is
Facebook
sponsored
page
by
and group.
Finley Automotive
Because we don't just have a page, we have a group too, and the group is more for if people want to post, like self-helps and stuff like that. Basically just to stay in touch with everybody. Ooh, why did I put myself on the main screen?
You don't have it for me. I don't have you on the main for me. If you
Okay, there
did,
we
you
go.
just click it. Yeah, you just click it, it'll go away. But that's awesome. And that video, I'm
Who's your
telling
one
you,
with this weekend?
We'll have to get a unicorn to put it up in the chat because I can't remember. He just found out about it today. We talked about it a little bit. Everybody said they're pretty cool with doing it. I guess not necessarily found out about it, got locked in.
yeah. No,
Oh,
I mean, like I said, when I think it got posted on your guys' the Dad Body Cavalry Facebook page. I saw it and I watched it and I told Brad I got chills watching it. It was really good. You guys did a good job getting the word out there and you know, the pictures. Brad, I do question you shooting that dead body for the 1 second in that clip. You know, there was like a dead. Chris, you saw it, right? He thirsted the one, then he shot a dead body.
He turned around and
he shot the one that was already dead. Yeah.
Double tap.
It ain't a double tap if you didn't walk away.
Yeah. Oh man. But no, it was a great one. And I'm actually glad it kind of works out that you're on back to back, so you kill everything. Brad said. So it's good that you guys are back to back. We can actually watch it while it's still fresh. And if you have another one in the future, when Dirk or one of those other guys are on, we can definitely watch it then too. I mean, I can imagine. You know, it's even though it's a local news station, right? Las Vegas
I think
isn't
this was
small,
at Indianapolis.
right?
No,
so
not at all.
So you definitely have a lot of people who are out there gambling and whatnot. Turn on the news in the morning, see an article like, oh look, video games. You know, oh look, the Army is awesome.
Right.
So I'm sure you find a couple that way. Like I said in the Discord, I was like, who else streams that has a you know, any news broadcast about them? Like nobody. You know, not anybody I know. Nobody I know.
She found us through the GoFundMe, dude. That was the cool part.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then to just people getting the word out there, trying to spread this message far and wide.
Now, was that automotive place set up for the news channel for them, like funding whoever won that or whatever it was?
I think that's how it works. We'll have to get the Dirk to clarify on that one because that is one of their news stations. I'm not exactly sure.
Right.
He just came to us and was like, "Hey, this lady sent me an email. She wants to interview us."
That's awesome.
I'm down. Whatever. Do
Yeah,
I need to come to Vegas? Please.
Can the wife and I come? My son's turning 21. You go the Griswolds, right? Where the what is it? Who's 18? Is it the son that's 18 or the daughter that's 18?
I think it's the daughter.
One of them's like 18, and then the other one's the son's getting the fake, you know, the fake ID, Papa Giorgio, right? He wins the car, and then he wins like 4 of the nicest cars, and they all drive out of Las Vegas in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be you and your family going there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, because Dirk's got a baby on the way too, so he can't go anywhere either.
Yeah.
I don't mind traveling.
Now, is that Dirk's first? I don't think I've asked that yet.
I think it'd be his second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be his second.
Chris or Black over here on to number 3.
Starting a fire team.
Going. See,
that's what we tell them in the Army. Guys got 3 kids or more. I'm like, damn, dude, you trying to start a platoon?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna get them to help me fight their mom. You know.
Actually, I was. I mean, I've talked about this before on here. Miranda was like, "What do you think our kids are gonna do when they get older?" Because like Sophia's huge into doctor like stuff, like playing. You know what I mean? So like it's easy to fantasize about what they'll do when they grow up and everything. And like Mason's, you know, outside as much as he can be. But you know, like I've speculated on this thing before, Sophia's got an eye for the camera. So I don't know. 6 more years and we'll be able to figure that out on Facebook.
Don't rush it.
I'm not rushing shit, dude.
Don't rush it.
I was scared as
fuck like, holy
the
crap.
first day they went to school. That was rough. Their first day of school was rough.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready, like, for some of the random feelings, like weird feelings. I just wasn't. I was pacing the house the whole day.
I was usually gone before they got up to go to school. I never had to deal with a lot of that stuff. I mean, some people say, "Oh, you're lucky, dude. You didn't have to deal with the stress getting kids ready." It's like, yeah, you say that, but I'd rather have those experiences to look back on when I'm old.
Sure.
Or
That's what I tell Miranda. I've been beating this in her head constantly. I'm like, Miranda, these are moments that you have to capture. Like they are memories that turn moments, and you have to remember them for as long as you can. And
Memories fade, too.
and each individual moment by itself, that's what makes up who they are to you and what you can remember back on, or look back on. Like that's what it all boils down to. It's not the fights. It's not any of the bullshit. It's the memories and the moments you hold. Like, that's it, man. And Miranda's like, blah. And I'm like, Miranda, that's why I'm so fucking happy. Because anytime you start screaming at me, I just try to go into La La Land. Like, that's where my moments are. That's where I love you. You know, you're not a bitch. I fucking love the shit out of you.
Let's thank God that Miranda's in here and just Chris's wife, not Miranda. You know, because then he gets dragged out of the room, you know?
Yeah,
I'm waiting for that door to open up.
Dude.
It will, I'm sure. It will at some point, but I'm sure it's going to be his.
It will not
his
open
kid.
now.
Just grab him by that hair and pull him back.
You mean that chin, what he calls a goatee.
Oh, yeah.
A no tee?
That no tee. Chris Black Hack rocking the no tee.
Just picking, man.
Oh, my.
I had a slick face for years.
Yeah.
But I had to. I didn't want to.
Yeah. Once I started growing mine, that was the end of clean shaven. It's just too much effort. I went to work. I work in a finance company, but I work in the IT department. But because you're in, finance, like a lot of the people there do deal with clients constantly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember during our orientation, the guy said, dress code, basically, dress attire, and then also like, I think somebody asked a question, but it was about shaving, every day, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, yeah, you're going to have to shave every day, basically, right? That was the answer. And then I went, and the first person I met on my team outside of my manager, who maybe he could grow a beard. It probably looked like Chris's. First person I see was like bushy as can be on my team. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So they were just pulling my chain. Like, I'm going to be fine. I was like not looking forward to it. I'm like, you know how frustrating that would be to do every day? That would be you obviously do, Chris. You know how frustrating it was to do every day.
Oh, dude, I just shave twice a day.
Yeah.
I agree.
Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go do PT. You got to shave before PT. You got to be somewhat slick faced then. But then it was just a downstroke, pretty much a dry shave, kind of just knock it off.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what did he upload? Uh-oh. And then I didn't. I haven't seen it yet.
It's a picture of you guys.
Oh. And then friggin' about time for lunch, or hell, sometimes I had to shave 3 times a day. Go back after friggin' PT and not have gotten it all, and all that sweat and the dirt, and have to end up shaving again. I was so happy when I didn't have to shave no more. First of all, I was like, "You're not growing no damn facial hair." I'm like, "Yeah, I am. Won't get me a Chuck Norris beard."
There you
Duck
go.
Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty. There you go.
I just want a beard so I can hide my double chin. That's all I want.
It works pretty good.
I know, and I want it. It's mic placement as of right now.
Right.
So let me ask a question here, because I know we talked about it a little bit with Brad last week. So Dirk has taken on currently the Twitch Dad Body Cavalry. Brad's on the Facebook Dad Body Cavalry. When does Chris start streaming to one of those? What's the plan? What's the game plan?
Right now, I'm in a holding pattern. I bought a PC from Cyberpower.
Okay.
And I was supposed to get a 38, basically a 11th gen i7 with an Aorus Elite NVIDIA GT or RTX 3060, basically a 3060 Ti. Well, the first one they sent me was bad. Like I checked all the connections. My son checked it because he's my computer guy. Everything was fine. Plug it up, run it, and it had all kinds of artifacting across the screen. So I had a bad GPU. Had to pull the GPU out, send it back to him, and I'm still waiting on one to get back.
Okay.
And then found out today.
That's been happening a lot with the 36 cards.
Apparently, the Aorus Elite is like a lot of people when they've been getting the 3060s have been having to send them back because they've been coming bad.
Yeah.
So I'm just waiting on it. If I wait for another elite, I'm gonna have to wait 6 months. But I'm just gonna, for right now, take a regular old 3060 because it's better than what I got. I got a freaking RX 580 right now. So and an i5, 8th gen i5. So I'm kind of slow motion here.
Right? Yeah. No,
But
I have a cyber power. That's what I got.
how you like it?
I mean, it's tough because I stream up one PC, right? So streaming is always going to be tough on one PC in my mind, just from how my experience has been. If I'm just playing things outside of Call of Duty, I would say everything I enjoy. I haven't had major issues since streaming games other than Call of Duty. And Call of Duty,
That's been my biggest one.
yeah, it's Call of Duty, but I think that's everybody. Like, I think you have to have like crazy build to get through Call of Duty. Black, you do not. I hear you complain. Your Facebook stream went down 2 times yesterday, just sitting in the helicopter, bro. Should I tell you
That
that?
wasn't my issue. That was Facebook's.
It went live. It's connecting, and it was both times you were in the helicopter.
Ding, ding, and that's Facebook.
Okay, well, it was live stream, was paused or whatever while you're in the helicopter, and you can't tell me anything otherwise. I watch people's streams.
I'm just saying it does that.
You can't run it at the top. You can't run at the top. Don't worry, there's a new map coming out. People will come back for the new map.
Fuck out of my graphics on Warzone.
Yeah.
You know what my Warzone bar looks like. It's beat red.
Well, it wasn't. You had it down before.
No, it still is.
But so yeah, I enjoy it. Mine was a pre-built. I got it on like Cyber Monday from Amazon. Right now, if I pull up that same order, it is double the price that I bought it at. The same exact build is double the price. It's like $2,500. I did not pay that for my PC. So I don't know if that's just because of supply or what, but Amazon is selling it for double right now. I'm happy.
I think I got my rig set up for like 24 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm happy. I do have a goal in mind I want to save and I want to build a gaming rig. This will be my stream rig. I want to build a gaming rig from scratch, right? I want to buy all the parts. Obviously, I have to wait years down the road until everybody stops buying up all the parts that were made, right? And I can get them for MSRP. But I want to buy all the parts. But the main reason, I just want to understand. Like, I'm a software guy, not a hardware guy. I think building the PC will help me understand all the parts better.
These guys are sitting.
Uh-oh.
They're sending so much stuff of you guys. It's hilarious.
I know they are.
Awesome.
They're a trip. They're my homies.
Awesome. I don't know. Were they given? Is it Brad who's sending it? Because Brad better be taking it easy, because I don't think you guys hit Brad too hard. Last week when he was on.
Couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
But there's also stuff that I got to take to my grave for him.
Ah, okay. All right, Brad. You hear that? Don't push him too far. Don't push that man too far, Brad.
That's my little homie. I ain't giving up his secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I call him my little homie. Dude, we're the same size.
Yeah, right. So you're on hold just for when you hopefully get that PC set up and everything, and then you're gonna take some of the time away from them and get in there.
Yeah, I'm retired. I don't do anything during the day. I live off my retirement check.
Nice.
I live a normal happy life. So I mean, for me, hopping on any time of the day other than like when I go to the gym or something like that, it's not a problem. So,
I'm always looking for a duo partner.
I'll run duos with you, man. I just don't expect a lot out of me. I'm doing the best I can.
For someone.
I'm doing the best I can with 5 meg down and 1.5 up. 1.5 up on a good day.
I couldn't survive.
No, I made this comment because I do ideally want to live. I live in Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia. I would kill to live on the other side of the state. I want a little bit more countryside. I want to be a little bit further away from all the cars. But I get gig up, gig down. I don't think I can go anywhere other than that at this point.
Dude, me and my wife talk about this all the time. If we're gonna move somewhere, like, we have to live right on the edge of town because we have to have good internet. And like, my minimum requirement for internet is minimum 500 up. I need the up. I'm not too worried about down.
I don't have
I need the up.
my minimums at this point only go up. It's so it's like buying a phone, right? Or let's the moment you buy a new phone, like if you go from the flip phone to a smartphone to another smartphone, the moment you change technology and it's better, you can't go back. You can't go back.
Yeah.
You aren't going out buying a box TV now that you have a flat screen TV. Like, it's just not happening. You can't do it to yourself.
I mean, my Natari won't work on anything.
I bought a PC, right? And like I
figured it out.
I was all Sony, right? I was a PlayStation guy, all the PlayStations. I was like, oh, Master Race PC, all this stuff. I bought a PC and now it's like, ain't no shot. I don't think I can go back to a console.
Nope, can't do it.
It's
I can't.
It just
Me and Brad both have tried when our PCs go down, try to play on Call of Duty on console. No,
it loads up. It's just so slow, everything, and it's like you got to wait in line. Like it just you don't realize it until you see the light.
This.
Yes,
you feel like you got blinders on.
Tunnel vision, dude. Terrible. It is, and it's so noticeable in COD.
Oh, it is. It's really bad.
Oh my god, it's terrible.
Well, so you say
like
tunnel
I play
vision.
a lot of World of Tanks, but it wasn't that bad in World of Tanks. But I still can't play with controller.
Well, you say tunnel vision. For me, it's the FOV for me does one thing. It makes me feel like I'm moving faster, right? Because you're seeing more, so it feels like your character's running faster. When I get on PS4, it looks like I'm running in sludge.
Is that why I can't stand to watch people sometimes?
Probably.
Don't, because they look like they're running like.
Yeah, it's probably because their FOV is.
And then their gun's still down, so they don't have tac sprint on.
Or they have it on, but you just don't tell, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that meme that goes everywhere.
It's $1 million man.
But yeah, I mean, there's no way. The fact that you're saying you have that speed, I'm like, how in the world do you?
How do you do anything?
How do you do anything?
Like I don't even think I could read a good email on that.
I have 5 megs just to myself for that because it's hardlined.
Sure.
Now we do have another internet that sometimes works with Blizzard, but sometimes doesn't. It's like AT&T kind of. It's not AT&T, but it's like that where it's like I have a satellite antenna on top of my house that has a direct line to an antenna down across the fields from me. And I get my internet beamed to me, basically. It runs at anywhere from 80 to 100 megs down and like 15 to 20 up. And sometimes I can play on that, not very much with Call of Duty, but like I can play World of Tanks. I love World of Tanks. I play a lot of World of Tanks. So if anybody out there is wanting to play some World of Tanks and you don't care about laughing at dudes because he doesn't play like World of Tank guys, then I'm your dude.
Yeah.
I get a little too ballsy sometimes. Like World of Warships, we played a lot of that, and I could play those on the the Wi-Fi internet. But the next PC will have a better card in it for Wi-Fi. I think it's like 5 hertz or something like that. This one is just something we pieced together at the end.
Yeah, I will only hardwire in when it comes to a PC. Like I
would prefer to be.
Yeah, I hardwire into my PS4 to be honest. I don't play much on my PS4 anymore. Fall Guys is it. That's all.
Yeah, I wish I could have hardlined everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do. Unfortunately, I mean, it was one of those balances. Is like, is my sanity worth good internet? Because the house we left has gig up and gig down now. But I just
no man.
Yeah, it's too loud.
Tired.
I couldn't sleep though, and it was getting to the point where I like when I don't sleep after a certain amount of days, I become angry and aggressive, very aggressive.
Sure.
I mean,
dude, all I'm saying is, if I was in your shoes and I was truly retired, my ass would not be living in town. I don't even think I'd have internet, honestly.
I have friends in the army, dude.
My parents, dude.
That's why I do.
They live out in the middle of fucking bumfuck Egypt.
See, that's the opposite.
Love it.
My parents live balls deep in Lexington, Kentucky, right down in the city. Sorry about that. I should have kept it cleaner.
I don't.
But I mean, they live like deep in Lexington. Like I grew up in Lexington and Eastern Kentucky area. So, but I can't stand it. I have panic attacks and stuff like that when I have to go to VA in Louisville, and it's just driving through all the traffic because people don't give a crap. And I'm so used to when people don't give a crap. I'm in a big ass Humvee. I'm like, all right, clang.
Yeah, right.
Road. And it don't work stateside, especially since I got to fix it or and pay to fix it. I mean,
Sure.
I don't think Rolly told this story, but he might have. You got a hair on your ass, Dome. I rammed a car out of the convoy.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
I followed ROE. It was what we were supposed to do, but apparently the
I
fact
heard
that we
this
didn't.
story the other day.
Apparently the fact that we didn't stop was the problem. Like ROE says, I'm not supposed to. I'm in the process of a mission. I Charlie Mike. Poor lieutenant commanding the truck.
Oh man.
Like, we know who's in charge here. Sure, we do, sir. It's got me and Brad, 2 E5s running the truck.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I heard this story the other day when I was
Oh.
playing with him.
They tried to court martial me and everything.
Yeah.
Give me our not court martial, but give me our Uncle 15. But I didn't understand at the time. I was so mad. But then like the commander, I'm close with him, and he talked about it. He was like, dude, I got my ass chewed over that one, bro. Like majorly. It's like they were trying to come after me. I was like, sir, I went by ROE. I did what I was supposed to do. I honked. I freaking hit the squawk box siren. They didn't move. I didn't tell him that Brad talked shit, and so I ran. But I did.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing is I was going home. Like I was going on my mid-tour leave. Like they were about to stop me. I'm trying to get on a Chinook and fly out of Fob Falcon and go on mid-tour leave. My commander's like, no, Fluffy. No. I was
Wow.
like, no.
Oh my god.
I just want to go drink beer in the
Yeah,
States.
It's gonna be take a little break for a little bit.
So
Right.
Boogie says your internet is why you guys glitch around Verdansk and get all the wins. So you guys are hacking, aka?
No, that's Boogie's internet. Dude, Boogie has gotten a king before, and he'll get in a vehicle, and like he'll
Just glitch
jump,
around.
and the vehicle will freeze, like in the middle of the air, and people are shooting it, and then like 3 seconds later, it's across the map going the other way.
Oh
It's
my
amazing.
god.
I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how that worked.
You cheating little bastard, Boogies.
Dude, we used to win like once a night. We get once a night wins. It's nowhere even close to that anymore.
Shame.
I mean, it's like, wow, how did that guy know I was there? It is
But
what it
I
is.
saw the announcement though. There's a new map on the horizon. They announced the new map, right?
Did you
It's gonna
see
be
that they're
Warzone in the
testing?
Pacific.
It's
Did you guys
Pacific
see
as
that
well.
they're testing the anti-cheat already?
I hope they are. I really
No,
hope they are.
So I follow this guy.
Is
Not
that why
Cheating
my
on
game?
TikTok.
Is that why my game won't load up?
It's possible. Mine loads just fine, so they don't know my software.
Yeah.
So I watch this guy Not Cheating on TikTok all the time, and he is cheating, and he has like total visual, like you can see his walls, you can see everything, and he made a comment the other day on one of his videos. All 37 of my accounts have been banned, and he got another like 40 something of them, and already half of them are banned.
Good.
Yeah, and like it's working. He's like, guys, it's finally working.
I mean, it's ridiculous that it took somebody going to that kind of extreme to get them to do that. I mean, but then again, they're making
and
money,
he's
so they
not the
don't care.
only one. Yeah, he's not
Oh,
the
I know.
only one. And that's supposed to be like the whole release of Vanguard. It's supposed to be a thorough anti-cheat with the new map and everything. But like, you're not gonna really know until it comes out.
Now, are they
But,
going to
like, the
replace
fact
the
this
map,
stuff
or are they
is
going to run at
happening-
the same time like Apex?
Okay, so they're gonna rework the map. It's gonna be, some parts are gonna be the same, but a lot of the foliage is gonna change. Like the whole map structure itself is like at its core is gonna be the same, but they're gonna add in some more like elevations and stuff. There's
It's
gonna
supposed to be
be
in
a
the
lot more.
Pacific. Is what
Yeah.
they were saying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think Array
fan, I
is still
guess.
gonna be there.
I don't like that spot at all.
I
Well,
don't either.
Array is supposed to be a built something.
I just don't like that spot at all. The fact that people can sit up on top
Something.
of that thing and shoot down, but you
I
can't
died
shoot
from
through
that.
that. But you can't shoot through that grate is absolutely stupid.
Wait, wasn't I playing with you when I died on that grate and I had no idea that guy was above me?
To me,
I think I was playing with you.
it might have been, but yeah, we were playing with Alpha.
Yeah. Dude, I died to that spot and I was as high as you could almost be, and this guy's just right above me and boop,
Yeah.
fucking hit my desk so hard.
I don't know. It's been a little minute. I mean, I've been in and out of my house. I haven't been here, but it's been a minute since I've played Warzone. I'll probably play soon, but I just keep trying to level up my battle pass, and that's all I really get out of it.
I just did the same thing with Fortnite.
I saw
and I
you.
feel godly because I got my black Superman. I'm
you,
done.
You had to grind quite a bit of challenges, I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
took
saw you
me
playing that earlier.
almost 2.5 hours. I was a little upset. I'm gonna have to text Yoshi.
I'm just getting better and better at Fortnite, and that's making me want to play more and more, right? Like I don't see my progression when I play Warzone at all. I see myself making a stupid mistake and not learning from it. So it's like one of those things where, and then I'll be honest, I'm impressed. Anybody who plays squads, so you guys, Dad Body Cavalry playing squads, I'm impressed because I cannot wrangle 3 other people to be on the same wavelength. Everybody wants to do their own thing in that video game.
We have the same stuff
Solo
sometimes,
queue.
but
That's
a
so
lot of
boring.
ours is and it's one of the things we were trying to, I guess, incorporate in that interview. Is that, I mean, I lost my identity when I got out of the Army. Doing stuff like this makes me feel like I'm back in running missions. So I mean, using the lingo that we would use. Hey, I'm peeling off. I've got this corner locked down. What are your sectors of fire? The communication. That's how we succeed with doing it a lot.
Sure.
I mean, we do have guys that we've played with that are like over here doing one thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, where the hell did he go?
Yeah.
He's like 400 meters off to the right or something. But we usually play pretty fast too. Sometimes we play or we'll play slow. I mean, I've won a couple solos, but I prefer to run with boys.
I mean, he solo queuing.
So he said solo, but
all by myself.
It's so boring.
No, not solos. Like solo queuing into like a duo, trio, or quad. Like when
I
I
haven't
played
done
with,
much of that, but I might try.
Like when I played with him, I was like,
random
"Hey, do
people?
you mind?" No,
that's
No,
what I'm
just going by yourself in a duo.
No,
yeah,
no, but that's not. I'm saying that's not.
That's so much fun.
No,
my first question to this man when we played, hey, do you mind duo quad?
Duo trio is what you. No, I get
Yeah,
that.
we ended up
but
going trio.
But you were
later
playing
on.
with somebody. Your statements start with solo, and I'm telling you, I cannot.
Solo duo.
I cannot play that game by myself. It is boring.
Yeah,
It's boring.
Unfortunately, it's how true combat really goes when you're doing, especially like I run a sniper class when I run by myself, like solely sniper. I'm not worried about I'm trying to keep the distance as far apart, because that's what I do in real life. I want to keep standoff as much as possible so that I have the advantage.
Sure.
But it's such a slow gameplay. Every time I've played it, it's super slow. You got to play the gas. Or because I can't run and gun solos.
Sure.
I can't. Every time I've tried, I'll get like 3 or 4 kills. I'm like,
and then
all
you'll
right,
die.
cool. I'm running smooth, and I'll make one step that I wouldn't have thought about.
Yep.
Like if I would run it, if I was going methodical, I wouldn't have made it. And it's like get sniped by somebody doing what I normally do.
I can't play solos in any game. Like just normal solos. Like it feels weird.
But you're saying
like,
solo duos, like that to me is still solo. It's not that I'm fighting more people.
Way
I
less
get what
campers. Way less campers.
No, but I'm
Solos
not worried
Call
about
of Duty is campish.
I'm not worried about campers. I'm worried about keeping my mental state okay. Like I like playing with people. Anytime you want to get a rotation, Caesar, let us know. I will, Brad. I will. The thing is with me is I have to want to play Warzone. It has to be an urge that I have. It's not. It's just because I fell in love with like the goofiness that is Fortnite. There's just a lot of goofiness of Fortnite, and I fell in love with that.
Did you see what we played this weekend?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. I saw you guys playing Sea of Thieves.
Dude, he
We did some
died.
monotonism.
I was laughing so hard. He was just running around the ship, and then all of a sudden he just disappears. I was like, wait, where'd that guy go? And then all of a sudden I hear him go, hey guys, I got drunk.
Oh
Fell
my
off the
God.
boat.
What the fuck
Fell
just
off the
happened?
boat.
Yeah. No, like these kids started shooting at us, and we were trying to get away from them because we were trying to drop treasure chests and stuff. But they kept shooting. Like, all right, cool. So we lit them up. They stopped. They tried to drop anchor to fix their boat. I swam over, hopped on their boat, killed everybody on the boat, and then sailed off of their boat.
I love arenas in that game.
It's so like you said. It's so
It's goofy.
goofy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
amazing.
I
After
love
playing his
arenas in
tournament,
Sea
it was a
of Thieves.
great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good,
Yeah,
good
I'm telling you,
relief.
when I play Warzone, like I know I'm boring for the stream because it's just keeping up with chat while playing a game that needs your attention the entire time is difficult. Like a lot of time I need it for Fortnite, but there's a lot of break time in there. Plus, you can always build your own cover. Yeah, exactly. And you can read a chat or talk to chat for a second. But Warzone,
It's
I
hard with
noticed that
Warzone.
very quick. You know, very quick. You're like screwed.
I find that with Apex, I
I'm sure
cannot
that's the
read
case
chat
too.
and play Apex. It's not there. Like that's the reason I lose all my viewers when I play Apex. I'm not paying the least bit attention to my chat, and it's because in Apex
That was hard.
I'm constantly on the move. In Warzone, I'm constantly on the move, but like I learned, like I taught myself as I grew. But like Apex, there was no learning curve. Like I already had that FPS down. You know what I mean? And dude, it's so hard. I can't do it in Apex. And I think that's why my game is not going to be Apex. I'm going to stick with Call of Duty and Vanguard when it comes out.
See, I like the way we run because the way we run, we're always usually either streaming with somebody else that's streaming, and we rotate through. And all of us are mods and admins on our pages and groups and all that stuff. So I mean, it's just easy. I mean, it works easy for us because I've gotten to the point where I can play, and I've got my screens down here below me on a phone and a tablet, and I'm just watching chat, and I'm like, click, delete that guy. He banned that one.
Yeah.
Coming here talking about want to be famous.
Want to be famous.
Get out of here
That's
with
what
that
he
junk.
said,
I
wanna be
am famous. I'm Dome.
Brad signed you guys up. He said you guys are gonna play. It's gonna become a regular. Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves is so much fun. I love the arenas in that.
It's amazing. I mean,
I'm
it's
glad
so
Rangers are
simple.
watching.
Yeah, but
It's so
he'd want you
simple.
playing.
I'll never admit that to him.
Like I played it on Xbox because I've had all the consoles just like you were talking about earlier, Caesar. I just once I got on PC, I didn't want to play anything else.
I know.
Especially when I found out they got emulated friggin' well, not emulators, game bars for Xbox. I was like, cool, I can play Halo, and all this stuff like that. And then I found Sea of Thieves again. I was like, oh man, it's on like Donkey Kong.
I haven't heard that in forever, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on, baby.
Honestly, out of all the consoles, right? Like I have a Nintendo Switch as
Don't rock my
well,
Switch.
and I'm gonna tell you what, Nintendo does it right. They've always done it right with how quick their systems load up, right? And it's probably because the graphics quality isn't the same as like if you're playing on a PS or PlayStation or an Xbox, but still, it loads up so fast.
It does. I love it for Mario Kart, dude.
Oh yeah, Mario Kart, man, you got to jump in. I mean, I haven't played in a couple weeks now, but Mondays in Dad Couple Gaming, I have some coworkers and we jump in and play Nintendo Online Mario Kart. We play like 12, 16 races. Yeah, keep an eye on our Mario Kart channel. We try to join on Mondays. We haven't made it the last couple weeks though because I was busy, but we try to make it on Mondays. Just an hour. It's like 9 to 10. We play for an hour.
I have to go steal her Switch.
You can bring her. She can play too. We've had a couple people.
Switch.
We have a couple people that play. Yeah, we have a couple people that have their kids play. The younger kids too.
That's like my go-to game for chilling at night.
There's a new one coming. There's a new one coming out this year.
$3.
Yeah, it's like three, but it'll probably. You can get a light for $2, but then it's always connected. I like the one that I can connect to my TV. I just took it with me to the bachelor party. We played a little bit of Mario Tennis, a little bit of golf.
So wait,
Mario
do
Kart.
the paddles actually act as like?
You can turn on motion control for tennis.
So you can
for
like
golf.
bowl?
Yeah.
If there's a bowling game, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there is. I know there was one on the Wii and the Wii U.
I play Mario
I've had all the
Tennis.
Nintendos too.
Yeah, I was playing Mario Tennis. I
might
actually
be an
have
alpha male, but I'm a nerd.
So
I'm
I bought a adapter. My GameCube. My GameCube. You can't see it; it's off screen. But my GameCube is now hooked up. I can play that on my TV as well.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I can stream that if I ever want to. I haven't yet. But
I want to get my kids playing Wii tennis.
I got Labyrinth plushies up there.
Yeah.
I told you I'm a dork, dude. I'm a nerd.
There you go.
Love it.
Star Wars, all that stuff.
So I got a question for you. You're in Kentucky. Do you do any hunting down there?
Yes, sir, I do. I'll be going on a deer hunt with the Wounded Warrior Project at the end of this month. Yeah, me and my battle buddy live up there.
I assumed, but some people look. Hey, hold on.
That's a buck I shut down where I shot that buck last year where I'm going this year.
Nice.
And then I've got See if you can bring it over this way. I probably can't. George is back in the back. He's a big old 8
Bro,
point.
hold up. The shirt? Can we talk about that for a second?
What? The Japanese freaking Star Wars shirt? I told you I'm a nerd, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, look at this. I got a Dragon Ball Z tattoo.
It's all in. I told you your
Yeah, the
wife was
whole
coming in to
leg.
beat you up. She finally found out.
Uh-oh.
Hey, represent. Look what she's wearing. What is that?
Nice.
That's
That's
Streamlabs.
Streamlabs merch. Hey. You knocked my B over. Be glad that wasn't the D. I didn't have a D.
So Black, you mentioned the stuff. You would look at my backdrop and say, "Oh, I play the guitar, right?" But this is
You
just
play the ukulele.
this is just wall art. This is just wall art. You know?
Yeah, but you play ukulele.
No, this is all wall
Yeah,
art.
guitars back there too.
You would think I paint.
Yeah, exactly, but you don't.
Did you find that Ethan?
My wife does all the painting.
But so the pup in the back. There you go.
Ethernet somewhere.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Now you can see farther back in the back. I got a stuffed turkey back there and everything.
Nice. It looks like my parents' basement. So I was curious. So you're going on a?
Was that an old joke?
No, that was like that I grew up with. You know, fox. You know, there's a turkey in the one corner. It was always wobbly.
Yep.
It was kind of like try not to knock it over. You know, there's my dad had antelope.
I'd love to
You know,
hunt antelope.
whole bunch of different things. Yeah, my dad he's actually going end of the month, beginning October. He's going out west to do some
there it is.
pheasant hunting. He goes out west to do some pheasant hunting. Oh yeah,
That's nice.
heck yeah,
It's got a pool table back there. There's a catch-all right now too.
nice.
You gotta love them tables.
Yeah. But yeah, I do some hunting. Do a little fishing. I ain't done much fishing lately. I need to.
What kind of? So what do you got? You got whitetail in
Yeah,
Kentucky?
that's all we got is whitetail. I
That's
mean,
what it
you
is
can
in
hunt
Pennsylvania.
elk and stuff like that out in eastern Kentucky, but it's kind of hard to get on the lottery draws for the elk hunts.
I feel like elk. Yeah, that's definitely more of a western side of the country thing.
Well, we got a big herd in eastern Kentucky
Okay.
out there in the mountainous areas. I mean, it's a huge herd. They
Yeah.
brought some of it from out west,
Yeah.
like, and started the herd out here, and it is grown pretty big.
Nice. Now, do you have? So you said you Wounded Warriors. You said you're going with them.
Yeah.
Now, do you have property that you hunt on, or do you know people in the area? How is it in Kentucky?
I used to have a solid place that I went all the time, but my buddy ended up, unfortunately, him and his wife separated, and then they sold the property and everything. So I don't hunt down there. That's where I've shot a lot of animals, was with him, and I eat everything I shoot, so I'm not wasting anything for anybody out there that thinks I am.
I mean,
I use it all.
That's the way to go. You know, the only people who should be uncomfortable about hunting is somebody who doesn't eat meat, right? Is vegetarian. Like, then okay, I understand. You can be upset by it because of your beliefs or whatnot. But if you eat meat and then you have a problem with somebody hunting, and it's you're kind of a hypocrite, right? You know what I mean? Like,
some people don't like it because they think that hunters will shoot the animal and let it lay.
Sure,
and then come
sure.
back the next day. No, if I'm gonna tell you right now, I have not shot an animal yet that has not dropped 10 foot from where I hit it from. I'm a one shot, 1 kill guy.
Sure.
I mean, I don't maim, I don't wound. I shoot them in the best spot that I can, and so far I haven't had an issue with any of them not going down. I mean, I've had to track deer before, but it's never been one that I've shot. Deer I shoot, I'm dead serious, like 10 yards, thump it and be like, plow, and fall over.
Yeah.
And get to work.
Yeah, I haven't hunted since I graduated high school, just because I went to college, not in an area.
Yeah.
I moved out east, not in an area. But growing up, my dad, my brothers, and my dad does all the butchering himself. He also, right?
I usually do unless I want something special.
Yeah, he does. He has a grinder, and he grinds up, makes ground beef or ground deer, and I can't remember how often I ate beef growing up because we had 3 boys in the house and my dad, and in Pennsylvania, that's a total of 12 deer you can shoot a year.
Yep.
$1
You
for
better
a
believe
doe.
most of them are going too.
Yeah. And where we hunted was a family friend's property, and it was always a lot of deer, and you could definitely fill every tag.
That's
and-
how I hunted as a kid, was on family property.
Yeah, it was always nice. Apparently Brad's wife was confused who I was talking about because people she isn't used to people calling him by his real name. She said she even calls you Dome.
Yep,
his
she calls
wife.
me dumb.
Yeah. That's awesome when you guys
Hello,
get down to
Mama
nicknames and
Unicorn.
things like that. Yeah.
A lot of them came I mean, my wife calls Brad Rowley. I mean, my other buddy Riddy, it's a nickname for him. She calls him Riddy. I mean, it's stuck. And
Yeah.
I mean, hell, it's been that way since we all met each other.
Sure.
I've had some other ones, but some of those aren't so great. And I'm glad those died off.
Yeah, I mean, especially when people have like I have buddies with a last name that just fits better than their first name when you call it, right?
Yeah.
Especially when they have a common first name, right? That too.
Mhm.
And that's how it goes sometimes. That's
Wait, what
definitely
are
how
you
it
trying to
goes.
say? Do
Nothing.
you think we have common names?
Yeah, you two definitely have a common name with Chris.
Oh, definitely.
Christopher, I'd imagine. I mean, maybe not now if you look up like what people are naming their kids now, but it's definitely got to be pretty high up there.
Stephanie says we know who the best shot is. Tequila.
Yeah.
That's the worst one for me.
No, she's not joking. Brad outshot me. He would outshoot me. But I've never deer hunted with him, so.
I'll tell you
We'll
what.
call it.
So you mentioned tequila there. I got a funny story. So this bachelor party we went to in the Poconos in
My wife gonna
Pennsylvania.
talk trash right
I
back
was
to me.
about to
right?
say, dude, it did.
It's
Wife's like, hold on, dumb. Oh, get in there. Tear that butt up.
It was in a Poconos are like a ski resort normally, right? It's kind of mountainous, whatnot. And we went to this brewery. We can't get a ride. We can't get a ride home. We have to walk home. And so the guy says, "Well, we'll get a couple to-go drinks to walk home. Like a drink to walk home." Yeah. And so we got like a 3-mile walk. We looked at it, and it's like uphill, and it was gonna be rough. We're like, "Yeah, it's fine. 6 of us. We'll have some fun. Yeah, it's dark out." He tries to get like what's the mint drink?
Mint julep?
No, what's it start? Isn't it start with an M?
A mimosa?
No, that's what's sticking, but it's not. It's like the Mojito. Thank you.
Yeah,
he tries to
there you
get
go.
those, and they're like, "We're out of mint." He's like, "Okay, well, we're out of club soda." So instead, he got like a tequila with Sprite and a lime, or sorry, a lemon or something, because they were out of limes.
So
My
weird.
God, that was terrible to drink. It was not fun. Coming
Tequila,
from
salt, and lime.
it got that walk done though. I'll tell you that much. I was like, ugh.
I don't like anything effervescent after tequila, man. Oh, you talk about it coming quick. It'll come up fast.
No, thank you.
I don't know
She
how
said
to change
no.
it.
What are you trying
Now,
to change?
peanut butter whiskey will tear you up.
What are you changing it? I don't think that's a setting. What's that a setting for?
I don't know what bot you're using.
What setting is
Can't remember
that?
my head.
What are you trying to change?
I'm trying to move you into the podcast. My bad.
Of
Just forget
what?
about it. Forget about it.
Facebook or
Twitch.
Twitch has that now?
I told you about this a month ago.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
You told me, but I
don't like aggression.
okay. It's on talk shows and podcasts now. There you go.
Perfect.
Now we'll do that from now on. But that means I'm gonna have to Facebook does not have it though, right?
They have. I think they have show or something like that.
I'll do this
But
from now on. We'll be fine.
You're gonna have to keep it on something.
Oh my goodness! Don't talk about the Big Apple.
What do you guys?
Ask Dome about the Big Apple Club in Hinsville, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Who asked this? Who's this
Brad.
coming from? Oh man,
I don't think it's the appropriate rating for this.
I'm on Facebook. It's appropriate.
Okay.
I don't know about Caesar.
It was
Well, Caesar's not affiliated. He's not under any contract.
It was the gentleman's club outside of Hinesville that I frequented when I was single.
Nice.
and Brad's just putting you on blast, huh?
Yeah, he is.
Just remember, Brad, he has some things that he you know,
I pulled girlfriends out of there. That's what it is. They made fun of me.
Brad, he said that he'll take it to his grave, but don't push that. Don't push that, Brad.
The Big Apple.
There's an amazing story that goes along with that, but I am not putting that out on Facebook.
There you
so
go. So sorry, Brad.
yeah.
We'll have to have you back on.
Go fuck yourself.
He knows this one too, but I don't think he'll. No, I'm not gonna. I can't, man, because that'll get us banned. All
Tom
of us.
got naked and fought me and another guy because of tequila.
Well, now that did happen. It was our little buddy,
Oh
Riddy.
my god, bro.
Yeah, that did happen. A lot of tequila. I didn't think you were talking about that story, but I'm fine with that one. It's better than the other one.
Now he's
That's
like
something I've
intrigued
never
about the other
done.
one.
I've never gotten naked and fought someone.
Yeah, I have. Many a time.
I was just making that joke.
Does the
I-
wife count?
Yes, it was in my living room.
Then I have.
Guys don't want to hear, hey, what? Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter.
I was
And they
just
stopped
making
trying
that joke. I was just making that
They stopped
joke
trying
a
to
couple
grab.
days ago. Was just like, if you're gonna fight somebody, that's probably your best strategy. Nobody wants to fight that.
I got one better on tequila. He begged me to
Yes.
take the waitress
I
home.
did. Like, hey, actually, I don't know. This is all them telling. I don't remember this. I had a lot of tequila. Like 10 rounds
Live
was
your
nothing.
best life.
I went like 20 rounds with Jose, man.
Oh my god.
It was like one of our first few dates too. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad.
I just can't. I can't do tequila like that. Tequila, like, it comes right
I
back
love
up
it.
for me.
Oh, I love tequila. I could put it down, but the problem is there's two F's that happen when I drink tequila, and I'll let you two figure them out. One of them involves fist.
Fights and
Fist
fucking.
and floor.
Yep.
Fist and floor? No?
Fighting and fucking.
Oh,
Fighting
okay.
or fucking. One of the two.
Okay.
And usually both happen. I'll fight something and then
Sometimes
yeah.
it's the same goddamn time.
Oh my God.
No, because she kicks my ass if I try it when I've tried that. I'm scared of my little lady. I'm not gonna lie. She's mean
Oh
when she
my
wants to
god.
be. Dude, I married a ginger. Just a little fiery redhead, dude. She's
Chris, that killed you. That comment got you.
I'm probably done.
He's got that orange hair.
I know it.
Chris got that orange hair.
My son his beard is as red as your shirt, Caesar.
Oh no shot. Really?
Yeah, dead serious.
Oh,
He got a big old red beard.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's my homie. His beard, he's got about what I got, and it's red and really curly. But he's got a curly afro.
That's awesome.
If I
He's a
had that
trip.
red of a beard, I would probably mess around with people every Halloween, and I would sit on top of a pot of gold every Halloween.
It's a
Every
pot of
Halloween.
gold?
Yeah.
I'm
Every Halloween.
5'8". My son's 6'1".
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big old boy.
Well, I'd get one of those costumes that have like
That'd be
a pot of gold, and then I'm like
They
got the
carry
little
you
fake
around?
no the fake legs that sit on top, right? So
Oh,
it makes him
yeah!
look shorter.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a pot of
Where
gold
they're
on
just
bottom, and
flopping in the wind.
exactly.
It's
Oh,
That's what I would
goodness.
do. That's what
Oh, my goodness.
there's a lot of things you can do with a red beard, you know? Like
Oh, definitely. He don't admit it. He's a ladies' man, though. He took
Yeah.
after dad.
the wife
That's
still here? Is the
awesome.
wife still here?
Oh yeah.
Chris?
Probably. She'll
still
tell you
here?
I'm a smooth
They both are.
operator. I'm a smooth operator. Not really.
Hit to kill.
And delete. I don't know what happened, guys. My camera stopped. Come back on with a knot like that big.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get Donnie to come say hello.
Well, can I run to the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, run to the bathroom.
Yeah. It's not going to be a run.
Walk to the bathroom.
Yeah, crawl for all
Crawl-
I can.
yeah.
I got to let my dog up anyway.
There's times I waddle out of my chair.
Waddle out of your trick. Come on.
Dude, he's got a wireless headset
Yeah,
like me.
he'll be talking. He'll be talking to us for a little while.
Dude, my scare stream, a couple scare streams ago, I left my headset on. and
I
muted
saw
my
your
mic in
thing.
it.
Yeah.
I fucking pissed all over. I was so scared. I messed up bad, bro.
Yeah.
What is Donnie
that's
doing
why I
these
don't play.
days? I've seen him since middle school. Damn.
That's why I don't play the scare
Dude,
streams.
you gotta try the scare streams. They're so much fun.
I won't even watch somebody play one.
Damn. No bathroom breaks, Brad said. Just because you held it and were too scared to ask.
Nah, I mean, you got up and went to the bathroom last time when Brad was here.
I use the bathroom so much, it's ridiculous. Like, I have to use the bathroom right now, but we got like 10 minutes.
I'm kind of hungry.
I ate Mexican today.
Have a little of this. I always make the joke when I eat or drink a name brand, and I am like, always, this brought to you by. Yeah, exactly. That's you.
It is.
I love Cheetos. I just wish they didn't turn your fingers orange.
Right? I think I would eat more Cheetos if they didn't do that. See, now me, I'll grab like the mini bags. Like, that's what we do. We buy a bunch of mini bags of everything. I'll crush them up and then I'll eat them while I'm gaming through the bag. That's the way to do it.
This is what you got to get.
Are they in like the Ultra Puff?
No. It's
Super
a mix
puffy?
of Cheeto and popcorn.
Oh, that sounds good, bro. All that dust get on the popcorn.
Uh-huh.
I have Cheeto dust from Walmart for popcorn.
There you go.
It's so good.
But the nice thing about this is every once in a while you get a hard Cheeto crunch and you also get a popcorn, soft popcorn.
Alyssa is now at college wanting to be an elementary school arts teacher. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. She's pretty talented.
We have snuggled on multiple occasions. Wait, what?
Who?
I'm reading out of context here.
No, he's not lying. We have.
Okay, you.
Definitely.
Got it.
Yep. Me and him, one blanket.
Hey, you got to make do with what you have,
Been on OPs. Hell, we did it in 2016.
I think if Caesar and I were closer, me and him wouldn't be friends because I'm too touchy-feely.
See, look at this thing. Look at this beard. Look at this beard.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, shit. That is bright as shit.
I told you.
And he's got the curly hair.
He got the
Look,
curly
like,
hair.
I've been sitting out in the sun forever.
He's like, Dad, what did you bring me down to?
He's like, what?
Is that all you needed? I'm out of here.
Your mom wanted him. She's like, I'll send Donnie down there. Your mom's enjoying this.
He's like, motherfuckers.
I'm going back to my room.
I knew I should have ran away,
He's still
damn it.
shaking his head.
Yeah, he was.
Two guys, one blanket.
That's right.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, you're probably right on that, Chris.
I know.
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm too touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not scared to smash someone's butt, male or female, or whatever you identify as.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was. Hey, quiet down. I had to let the dog out, too. I've been holding that for a while. I drink a lot of water. I drink so much water.
Brad was giving you a hard time for getting up and going to the bathroom.
It was.
I couldn't hold it
There you
anymore.
go, Jeff.
I didn't think you wanted that on the stream.
Nah, we were fine.
We don't care.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about if
Normally, Caesar's got a.
I got a bag hooked up to me, so I don't ever have to get out of this chair.
I was talking about.
I need a catheter.
What? Oh, my bad.
Catheter.
My bad. My bad.
I
Black.
would have just peed where I was sitting. Oh my god, bro! Stop looking under my desk.
Who said that? Yeah, but see, that would have been obvious if I'd have been like,
Nah. Now that would have been a little obvious.
Yeah, I mean, oh, whoa.
What the fuck's on your hand?
What, mine?
Did you break your hand?
You see that too?
Oh, it's
it's
okay.
a fucking clip thing. I was like, wait, did he break his hand?
I didn't
again?
know my hand went up that high, so I was a little confused.
Oh my god.
No, I was eating those chips. I put the clip.
Is that what the shock was? You were like, wait.
No, I
we're
bumped
not
my. I did that. I bumped my mic.
Oh.
Bumped my mic. Everybody gets on me about this mic being in front of my face and covering up half my face, but like I
You
don't
put it
really.
wherever you want to put it.
I know, right? This is my, I don't want people to see my mouth moving because it moves so much that I don't want people to see it.
I mean, I miss seeing most of your face, but I don't say nothing. So, and you're talking to someone that like literally has a tube shoved in their face 24/7.
You don't
so.
though because of your camera setup, right? It's not like
no,
on
you
you.
don't see it.
Oh, guys, this will be the only episode where the 2017 trophy is in the background here because I got to give it back this weekend. But I took
Really?
it.
Aw.
Yeah, I took
That
it
sucks.
for the first time in 4 years. I finally got to have it, even though I
Nice.
was
Dude,
best
just
player
go out
on the
and make
team
a
that
cheap
year.
ass replica and give them the replica.
Right?
That's thinking.
So I had
Modern problem
jerseys.
solving, modern
I had
modern
jerseys
solutions.
made. I had jerseys made for the bachelor party for all the guys. Because I was like, I'm the best man. I was like, here, this is for people coming and whatnot, and it was like my gift to the guys. For doing everything. And they turned out so well. My buddy that I went to high school with he owns his own place. I think that's how I'm going to get my hats and shirts made from now on. I might be able to create some more merchandise at some point. Makes
That'd
it
be cool.
fun. Makes
That'd
it
be
fun.
I need a hat for my bald head.
That's
Dude, you have to sign up. If anyone's out there and they feel like they're pressured to be on this, you are so wrong. This is the most laid back podcast.
I don't know
ever.
where. So what's crazy, Black, is like
Ever.
I don't know where that stigma came from.
I don't either.
Like the first like 3 or 4, I was late, you were late. I mean, the first 3 or 4, we were muted
Yeah.
for probably 15 minutes because I had it
I
completely
agree.
muted.
Yeah, we have no plan.
We have no plan. No
Literally,
plan
the
when we
10
have this.
minutes before he takes it off the fuzzy screen on his end, we're like, guys, there's no script. Say whatever you want, and then
Yeah.
we click start.
We're like, we're just gonna have a conversation, and that's about it. And I know some people have asked me, like when I DM them, hey, yeah, what do I need to know?
Talking
And they're like,
points.
what are we gonna talk about? I'm like, literally. Whatever
want.
you like, wherever you, like, you'll notice, like people will notice most of the time either Chris or I am interested in a subject.
Oh yeah.
You'll notice if one of us is like not able to relate well. Like if you start talking trucks, you're gonna get more Chris than you get me because like I drive my car or my truck, like, but I'm not like I've never been infatuated with automotives, right? I've never been like wowed by everything. It's all about just But Chris,
Gets
on the
me
other
from
hand,
point A to B.
yeah, exactly. But Chris, on the other hand, is very like he will go into it. Anybody who plays games with me, that's my buddy Hoy. That his whole episode, which was episode 2, like him and Chris started talking cars for half the damn thing, and I'm like, okay, whenever you guys are done,
We talk about
we'll-
our trucks.
we'll talk about something else. I'm like, I don't know what to do here. What do I do with my
I talk
hands?
about trucks, motorcycles.
But most of the time you're gonna get like a topic that one of us relates to.
Oh yeah.
So,
It's fine with me.
and we'll talk
I
about
like this.
whatever.
I think it's pretty cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
I just like
only
meeting
know
people.
Hoy and I only know Hoy from Caesar's stream.
And
you
Hoy's
know.
in Chris's stream like every day, give him a hard
He is.
time, and you probably see him give him a hard time. He's probably in Chris's
yeah,
stream right now, giving me a hard time that he's in Chris's
It was
stream.
like exclamation Q.
And thank you, Hoy, for sending the baby gift. I love you. Thank you. Much
No, spell
appreciated.
Q right, Hoy.
Dude, my daughter
thought
can't
that
say
was
his name.
hilarious.
Just say her life, dude. Hi.
Hoy, so you guys want to hear? This is what happened yesterday. I'm showing this video, okay, to people. People I don't know, right? I know you guys all online virtually. I don't know in real life. Hoy comes in. He's getting ready to get online to game, so he comes into my chat. That's the only time he's ever in my chat. He's about to go, and he says, "What's up?" He comes in. He goes, "A cool video. Looks like a nice wedding. Guess I missed my invite." I'm just like, you bastard.
I was watching him talk about pricing.
Makes everybody look like I'm an asshole who doesn't invite him to my wedding. Meanwhile, he got married like 2 or 3 years before me, and I wasn't invited to his wedding. You know what I mean? Like, It's
that
not like
defeats the purpose. That's not what we're talking about here. Leave that out of the subject.
exactly, but I am talking about it because I needed to set the stage because he made me look like a bad guy who just didn't invite somebody, you know.
What was it earlier or yesterday? You were like, he was like, "Who is this Hoy?" And it's like, "It's me. You should know me. We went to high school together."
That was the one when he said, "Hey Chase," and I'm like, "Who is this?" or "Who are you?" And he's like, "It's Hoy. We went to high school together." And I'm just like, "You mean?" I mean, I used to know Ahoy. I used to play Fortnite with him, but I caught him playing with other people last night.
Chat, you seen
That's
that?
what I'm saying. It was your chat. It was your chat. I was giving him a hard time.
That was hilarious.
What's up, Harley?
It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
It does.
Okay, so here's the thing, Chris. You probably don't know. Hoy is 6'9". He goes by 6'10" because he had a coworker that said he was 6'9". He was clearly taller, so he had to say 6'10". But he is 6'9". I don't mess around with him. We played basketball together. He was my big man. I just threw him the ball near the rim. That's how that works.
He's my center.
Yeah.
I'm Kentucky. I know it's all about basketball down here.
Yeah, Hoy was actually going. He was going. Well, I asked him if he wanted to co-host this week with me at the very, very beginning, and he was just like, "I'm not that entertaining." And then it was like, "Chris, you want to do this with me?" And it turned out for the best. I knew Chris, but I didn't think Chris had the time. Black, I told him at the very beginning. He immediately said he wanted to do it, and I'm just like, "Bro, you are so busy. Like, are you sure you want to spend an hour or 2 hours every week doing this?" And he's like,
My thought process was, I do need a break, and this could be my break.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Chaos is now in here. He's one of the Kentucky boys. Yes. Actually, Chaos just turned 21.
Let's go, Chaos.
DOMAGE.
Happy birthday, bro.
So yeah, he is from Kentucky. I think. I think he is starting to hear your accent come out. Maybe he's starting to. Maybe Chaos is starting to hear the Kentucky accent.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe.
He's like, I've heard that kind of voice before.
It slips out of here every now and then.
Yeah.
These dickheads will start telling you in a minute, have me say certain words, probably.
Yeah, certain ones. Oh, so when I went to college, and I went to college in Central PA, right? I went to Penn State University in Central PA. When I got there, so many people who were not from Western PA gave me such a hard time, and they would give me, like, I guess I'll exaggerate it for you guys. I don't think I do this, but maybe I do in conversation. I say not. Okay, instead of
like a not with a K.
No, just like in general, like I do not, right? Like I do. They would say I do not, like that. I do not sound like that. Like they would say the O, like the way I said it. I say that O in there is a lot. And then obviously I say pop as well instead of soda.
Yeah, I gave you away.
Been a pop
Yeah, but
guy.
like, it doesn't Kentucky
Yeah.
they just say Coke for like everything?
Yep, I have a Coke. What flavor you want, honey? Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
That's wild. Like that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
No, I would have business meetings in Louisville all the time, and everyone that was local, they'd be like, "You want a Coke?" And I'm like,
You got that right.
"Yeah, I like Coke. I like Coke."
Louisville.
And they're like, "No, like what kind?" And I'm like, "You just said
A
Coke."
Coca-Cola.
They're like, "No, what kind?" I'm like, "Dr. Pepper." They're like,
Hell, there's been a lot of places I've gone that has had both Coke and Pepsi products. What flavor you want? Pepsi. Okay.
Chris, say Winda.
Winder.
Winder.
I've said
Winder.
Winder. I stick to the window.
Window,
Winder
guys.
or
The
window?
window.
Look, we got 3 different windows in here.
The window.
Let's go.
All right. Got 3
Window.
winders.
Why is Winda so much
I don't know.
across the board different?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Or Winda. I do Winda too.
I just think like
I'm not alone.
Is there a curriculum?
You should hear her say phone.
Is there a curriculum for like the English language that just gets morphed based on where you live? Like, do the teachers just choose to
It goes
teach it a
like
different
this.
way?
The border is like this across the
holler.
United States, and everyone that's below it says whatever the fuck they want with no remorse. Everyone above it, they're all like, "Yeah, it's a window. It's Illinois. It's Louisville."
Louisville.
I know.
What?
But you know what I'm saying, man.
Brad has in the chat here. What are
Morse?
you talking about?
The Canadian dude.
Yeah, no shit.
What's that on the
bro.
boot?
And then Chaos has what about holler?
It's
How
the
do you guys
holler.
say
Holler. Yeah, I call it holler.
holler, right?
Holler.
I think I say that the same.
Holler. Waller.
How
Put
do
an
you,
A on everything.
how do you,
It's
so you say
bad.
holla? Holla? Like
Yeah,
the bread?
holler.
Like the bread, holla?
There's a bread named Holla.
Holla's like the, isn't
That's
holla like
halal,
a
isn't it? Halal.
halal? Halal.
Yeah, it's halal.
Oh.
I don't know. I guess I said that right.
It sounded like you said it right to me. But honestly,
Well,
I don't
that was
know
at least.
anymore. I talk to Chris way too much. I talk to Black way too much to know what's right and wrong anymore.
You don't want to talk to me then.
Between his normal speech pattern and then obviously, you know, he has his seizures, so it's like that changes things too. You can't really keep track.
If I start stuttering a lot, it's an end game.
His excitement gets me. It makes me laugh.
Down
Like
in the
when you-
hollers.
Yep,
These
down
guys,
the holler.
these guys are just trying to get a whole bunch of stuff out now. They're just trying to get a whole bunch of
I wash my car.
whoosh rag. I did say. I never said wash rag. Whoosh rag.
It's a wash rag. I wash my car.
But there is a
Wash blender.
Washington, PA, like Washington D.C. or Washington State. I've always said Washington. I never said
I still say
Washington. You say
I still
Washington?
think- Yes.
I definitely say.
Uh,
I think I said wash my car, but I would say whoosh rag. Give me a whoosh
You
rag.
guys got me thinking too much.
oh my goodness.
I don't know what's normal anymore.
I don't
Go
know
down,
what's
go
going
down to the creek and wash your. Oh yeah, creek's a good one. Crick. Yeah, I knew
I
you were
call
gonna
it
say
creek.
crick. I knew
It's
you were
crick.
gonna
I call
say
it creek.
crick. It's a creek.
Crick.
Out of creek. I don't know. I've always called it that.
I've always called it a creek.
Hey, how did you know I was gonna call it a crick?
I just had a feeling you were a prick
Midwest guys
calling it
usually
a
do.
crick.
A prick and a crick.
Hey, does anyone else
That's
say crick?
terrible.
Like, that's normal.
I'm just gonna
It's like
say.
Midwest guys.
I'm gonna say you need to go wash your prick in the crick. There you go. Family friendly.
Ah,
Oh my God. I don't know
oh
what's
my
normal
Lord.
anymore, guys.
I
I
have
don't
an
know.
accent, so I just say what makes. If you understand what I'm saying, apparently it's not too bad.
So I'm
What's wrong with that?
I just talk.
That's my wife to the T, bro. She says whatever the fuck comes spilling out of that mouth of hers.
Yep.
And I
probably
know
gonna
what
like
she's
it.
saying, but everyone else standing around me is like, how did you decode that? I'm
like
I don't know.
Waterboy, the coach from Waterboy.
Farmer,
Yeah, I agree.
Farmer friend, it's Farmer friend.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree, I
farmer
agree.
friend.
Farmer
We gonna
friend.
play another day.
Remember when Bomber was saying back to Burn Bowl? Yeah, exactly.
Bobby Boucher.
Cass has a good question. If everybody from Dad Body Cavalry is from Kentucky, and I think the answer to that question is no.
No, we're not. We got one from Vegas, one in NoCal, and then Brad is an Indy guy, and I'm Kentucky. And then we do a lot of streaming together with CK Gaming, who is also based out of this little area in Central Kentucky.
And CK's actually in the chat quite a bit. He said he's from Elizabethtown. They were
Yeah,
talking about where Chaos is from. Chaos is from 2 hours outside of Lexington.
2 hours outside Lexington, east or west.
I say aunt.
Eastern, he said.
He says aunt.
Eastern, okay.
Needless to say, big
Out in
argument.
Harlan and stuff. Probably out in Harlan, Corbin.
Wait.
Come on, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, so when it comes to accents, I always tell Chaos, like Chaos, he doesn't talk. He chooses not to talk a lot. I don't know if his accent has anything to do with it, but I always say, like, when it comes
He's a
to
gorgeous voice.
when it comes to United States accents, right? I think Southern accents are the most enjoyable to hear, in my opinion. Like if I'm hearing somebody with an accent,
Warm.
I think they're the most enjoyable to hear. Like New York is fine. Like I'll listen to New York. Jersey's like, oh my God, please no more Jersey. I don't want the
Right.
Jersey accent.
Had friends from Jersey. It's interesting linguistics.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm close. And I'm close to Jersey.
I think Mark is extremely meticulous. Is that the word I'm looking for? When he speaks. And
Who's
he's
that?
from New Jersey. Yoshi.
Oh, okay.
He's very meticulous on how he speaks. And at a young age, like that's why they talk the way they do.
Yeah.
It's got to be. I mean, that goes to the same for everyone, like wherever they're from.
If
like
you guys had to pick an accent that you actually like, do you have like an accent that you're like, I could listen to that accent all day?
It's either Canada or is as southern Texas as you can get.
What about you, Chris?
Australian. Crockett.
I'm there. I'm there.
Yes.
I'm there.
Yes,
I'm there with
that's
you.
a good one. Can I retract my Canadian?
You can if you want to.
I'm going Australian.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's like, for me, it's definitely number one.
Bro, if Miranda would learn an Australian accent.
Mama Unicorn's accent does slip. Me and her can have conversations and understand each other, and nobody else does.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
But Scottish is a good one, too. I could do that one,
That is
too.
a good one.
I can't do Scottish.
Irish, Scottish.
Yeah.
I like those.
That'd be a good one. Scottish and Irish. They're pretty close, though, right?
Deep South Georgia. I like that one, too. I do declare.
Wait, what time? Well, hold on. Is that still happening? What time zone did you just take us back to?
I don't know.
It's still the same. It's still there.
Are people saying I do declare? Like people still saying that? Like that seems like that is old. Like I felt like I just
No. Was it Louisiana? They got that same. They talk like that.
Like Farmer Fran.
They do.
Oh yeah.
100%.
We'll go have some parlor cake.
Oh my
have
God!
some
What the
white
heck?
cake in the parlor with libations.
What the heck?
I love it.
Like the Doc Holliday accent. I could deal with
The Doc Holliday. Yeah.
Yes.
Good movie.
You're Daisy if you do.
That's a good movie.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm already
That's
seeing
a
it,
little bit
man.
weird.
Let's get this PC in here. He's taking the day stream, Brad. Give him the day stream, Facebook or Twitch.
I have no problem doing it. I'd like to do it because it's one thing I do need to work on a lot, and that's one part of my healing that I have the hardest time doing is communicating with civilians and people, because it's these guys. If I know you're a veteran, especially if I've served with you, I know I can trust you because most of the time we've been in situations where that trust has been tested, and it's not even really a test. I mean, it just happens, But I have a hard time. Like, I don't know if you caught it, but when we started this interview and you asked me to tell you a little bit about myself, I started to panic. And I had to reel myself out of it and focus on it. But I mean,
honestly, I took it as maybe more of a nerves thing, but if it was a panic, that makes sense. It does.
well, it's a combination of that. I mean,
Yeah, I
it
was
was
about
hard.
to say, I think nerves and kind of coincide.
But I like doing this, and I have no problem doing the stream. I mean, it's not for me. It's like Brad said, and you probably heard it in the interview. It's about the veterans, and
Right.
I mean, we are our brother's keepers and our sister's keepers. I don't want to exclude anybody. I mean, if you're a veteran, you've got issues, come to us. I mean, let us talk if you need to talk. Game if you want to game. Make it an outlet. I mean, I have no problem. You want to play something? If I don't have it downloaded, I'll try and download it.
Brad said you can have whatever time you want.
Yeah, I would say we all have that access. I'm just waiting for a better setup. Like my son
Sure.
built my first PC, and it's been phenomenal. I mean, I do pretty decently for what I've got set up internet wise and hardware. But I'm ready to move up.
I completely get that. I mean, for me, it was always like it is so much more of an enjoyable experience if you have things working properly. When things start going awry, it just starts getting frustrating. You feel like you're trying to multitask and do a million different things, and then it's like it just ruins the whole experience.
Well, see, I don't know a lot about computers right now. However, I might start fall semester or I might wait till spring and start spring semester, and I'm going to go into hardware,
Nice.
basically building PCs. So it won't be just some random person. I mean, you'll have me, Brad, and Daniel when we're building. We're going to build these PCs, and then we'll give them away.
That's awesome.
I mean, and that's why I decided to go back to school, is because like beforehand, it's like I don't really have anything to do. You know, what am I going to use a degree for?
Sure.
What do I need to waste taxpayer money for? Why go do this? There's no sense, because nobody's going to benefit from it but me. I'd be able to build my own computer. Yeah, that's fun. But what am I actually giving back? You know, so if I can learn how to build a PC,
Yeah.
I can take some stress off Daniel being a new dad again, or Brad, he deals with a lot of being a sports dad. I mean, I have nothing else going on during the day. I lift weight and work out, try to stay as healthy as possible. And this is my life. I mean, it's my little comfort zone. I go hunting and get out of the house, but other than that, I'd rather be here because I'm with my buddies.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could be with them in person, I'd be there in person. I'd rather be able to hug them because I love them guys.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
this is my, I call it my situation room. But this is my little hangout.
No,
I love my wife and everything, but I mean, she same way. She likes to have her little time to go do her art stuff.
we actually talked about that recently too. Did we talk about that with Brad? Clark?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, because I showed my wife the clips.
Yeah.
It's like 20 years ain't been no easy road, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I mean, but one thing that we always come back to is, you know, hey, we got to fight to survive, and the only person gonna fight for you is me, and the only people gonna fight for, or person gonna fight for me is you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way we're gonna make this work, babe.
Yeah.
We always adapt and overcome.
It's so interesting because yesterday, obviously with the anniversary and showing that video and things like that, you know, people came in and said nice things, and you know, the happiness, and even Chris, you said you were watching at the beginning of this, right, and saying that.
Makes me wish I'd have been able to give my wife all that stuff instead of having to, you know, not having a lot of money and having to do it the way I did it.
But like, so that the point I made yesterday was like, that's, and I think Hoy might have been in the chat at the time, right? And he was kind of backing me on it. It's like, that was just a video, right? That's the ups, right? You're seeing the ups. If you think that's the entire time, you're far from correct, right? Like it goes ups and downs, right? You have the good, you have the bad. And it's just, how do you work through those, you know, and that kind of thing. You know, and
I've always heard 50-50 is what takes to run a marriage, but I disagree with that. Because if each person's only giving 50%, I mean, why aren't you giving it your all?
Sure.
And that's one thing, you know, me and Barbara can fight like cats and dogs, but damn, when we love like puppies and kittens. I mean, we really do. I mean, it's to the extreme every way. And I think that is exactly what has kept us together and kept us running strong. I mean, we know, well, I mean, we can abuse the shit out of the other, and the other's always going to take it, because I know you probably need to let that off. And in your own way, you'll say, I'm sorry afterwards. But that's my job to be your rock and your job to be mine. And I know Brad and Steph are the same way, because, I mean, they've been married longer than I have.
Yeah.
They're saying it in chat, like literally.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah. So you mentioned the video we had, right? Like, and I think we talked about this briefly yesterday.
I 100%.
I wanted the party, right? I wanted the friends and family around, and honestly, it was probably more friends than family because my family's not super large, and neither was hers. I wanted the, you know, large wedding. We picked a venue that wasn't super, like you couldn't have a lot. And so, but she wanted it to look nice, right? She's like, what she wanted was it to look nice. So fortunately we were able, you know, between her parents, my parents, and our own funds, we were able to make something combination of the two. Now we cut costs. My wife made most of our decorations.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Other than floral arrangements, she's not, you know, growing the plants and doing the floral, but like, she had the sign she painted. She came up with ideas for candle holders, and I stained blocks of wood and cut out candle holders and a whole bunch of stuff.
That's ingenuitive.
Look how creepy that. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a lot of work, and if we had the money, right, we would have just had somebody else do those things to relieve some stress. But you know, it was nice to have it done and have what she wanted along with what I wanted. And I mean, we did buffet style food, right? We didn't spend a lot of money on food. We got some stuff and
Chase.
took care of some stuff.
That's Caesar.
I don't know you, but hello.
That's Chris. Chris and
He's a-
Caesar.
That's Black's number one for a few more months, and then he's gonna have to make her one, and like he's gonna have to split the time
Uh-oh.
And you know that.
because he's having another daughter, and then it's in trouble. He's in trouble. His heart's gonna be in two different places.
You gonna say hi?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Maybe I'll listen to your home.
No, you're not putting the headset.
He wants the headphones.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Alright, you gonna go to bed now?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
He's like, I got school in the morning.
What did he put in there now?
Trying to get it back to where it was. It's so cute. Chris keeps having these little visits once a thing, and
I miss it. I wish I had it now. I wasn't that good at dealing with it at that age. I'd get mad.
sure. Sure,
Leave
yeah,
me alone. I'm trying to game.
Yeah, I'm doing this, I'm
so
doing
bad.
that. Yeah, for sure. My son's he's 18 months, and like I was, you know, I was hoping to be down here by quarter till, but my wife's almost ready to pop, right? And
Yeah, we're talking about that.
and it's I try to do as much as I can right there at the beginning of the night. Like when he goes to lay down, he likes somebody laying next to him on the floor when he's in his crib on the floor. That's tough for my wife to have to do. So I'm like, okay, well, you have to get me if I don't get out of there in time. Luckily, I got out of there decently in time.
Yeah.
But he's so funny. You know, he complains, get his diaper changed for bed, get into his pajamas. I read his stories finally, and then finally I tell him, take your stuffed animal, you know, and put him in, and he's not in his crib. So he puts that stuffed animal in, and then he looks at me, he pats the pillow that's on the floor, and points to me and tells me, you are going here now, put me in my crib, and then we're laying here. It's so cute.
Man.
It's so cute.
I remember those.
Yeah, it's good. We'll get there, and then I know in a few years he'll be, Dad, leave me alone. Stop bothering me, Dad.
Like, whoa, bro, step off.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
don't
it comes quickly.
don't embarrass me, Dad.
You
Don't
stop.
embarrass me.
Please untuck your shirt.
I tried to record
Put on some
every
pants.
moment.
Put on some pants, Dad. Jessica's coming over. Put on some pants.
Bro, that's gonna be my kid, no cap.
Yeah,
I walk
this-
around in my boxers all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've streamed in my boxers.
I'm
I'm so comfy.
I'm still surprised if when I go home with my wife, if my dad definitely doesn't have a shirt on, and it takes a lot for him to like put on shorts or sweatpants. A lot of time, and I'm telling you, my dad's in his late 60s. It's whitey tighties. So
He don't give a shit.
and I'm like, my wife's coming. Like, just put on your pants. I don't think he's been there in his underwear since. I think it's mainly he'll know the pants on. Christy said her girls yell at her hubby all the time to put on pants. Oh man,
Dude, I got all kinds of comments. These are funny as shit.
My little circle's pretty cool. I like them. They're funny as hell.
They really are.
Oh,
I'm very happy that I was browsing that day when I found you guys.
I'm so
Like,
glad
it's
as
great.
I
Dude,
told
man.
you guys earlier. I told you earlier. Like, I was just.
I'm telling you, man,
It's
the gaming
true.
community has impressed me. It is uber impressed me, and I don't say that lightly because I mean, I've seen a lot of things, so it takes some things to impress me. But I mean, it's almost on the level of our brotherhood. The way you guys like, hey, yeah, come on in here. I love it. I'm shocked. I'm dumbfounded. I'm honestly at a loss for words about it.
yeah. Look, I love it's twofold. I'm an honest person. I'm gonna shoot it straight. That's what that's what Black likes about me. I'm gonna shoot it straight. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. At times this is selfish for me because I am stuck inside in a time when in order for my wife to be safe, my son to be safe, right? I'm stuck inside. I don't get to, talk and, that camaraderie or talking to people and whatnot. So this is selfish for me having this. I play video games and I talk to people, but just having a face-to-face, telling stories, shooting the shit, it is very selfish. It's not selfish in a sense of maybe people think, like selfish in like a growth standpoint. That's not what this is for me. That 100% is not. I am not pushing out YouTube videos like, hey, go watch these. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
It's honestly that kind of piece of it is more work, right? Sitting down, recording something, doing all that is more work. It's just meeting people and talking to them.
When I started my podcast stream, those are the first words out of my mouth. Streaming at its core is selfish. And until people realize that, it's okay. And it's fine. It's not selfish in a way that it's rude or upsetting. It's not. It's a feeling you get and you're happy about it. And then I went on to explain a couple different variants and like situations. But for 20 minutes when I started my stream today, that's exactly what I was explaining, because I seen a post that I had made in 2015.
So long ago.
Yeah, it is a long
It
time.
seems
But,
like it.
It really does. What is it, 6 years?
6 years, yeah.
That was a year before I met my wife. Like, and it still holds value to this day. And I was just I seen that when I was taking a break before this, and I was like, I have to explain myself. So that's what I did. And dude, it was all about being selfish.
I mean,
and it was in a positive way. It wasn't. I don't know how to explain it, but
I hear you.
I think you guys
like,
get what I mean.
It makes you warm and fuzzy, right? But at the same time, I mean, Chris Black, we've talked about. It's so fucking hard. You guys' names are both Chris. God damn.
It is hilarious.
Black. We've talked about it before. Is like, I like it, but it's also like I force myself at times because I know I'm somebody else's enjoyment some days, right? Like I know somebody else's. I have, the young kids, like they'll chat me when you go live, and it's like either right as I'm about to go live or an hour before, and it's like, they want that, they need that, whether it's to game with me or just to watch me and entertain, whatever. And that to me. Yes, it makes me happy, but two, I feel the need to do it, right? Like to be there for somebody. This conversation, meeting people, like you guys coming in here, this has been awesome because you guys have that camaraderie,
cool
right?
shit. Right.
And honestly, that video was awesome, and I hope you guys, find some solid, support, right? Because like that helps. That helps the whole process.
Helped a lot. I mean, just helping us bolster the numbers, and then everybody sharing it and passing around. I mean, even like I said earlier with the news thing, I mean, we pulled in more views and more likes through that, and then boosting Facebook posts and pushed it out there even farther. Like we played Sea of Thieves and had like 1.7 thousand views or something like that. I can't remember what the numbers was. If Rolly's still around, I mean, he had all the numbers for it. I mean, it was like we're like, whoa, we don't reach that with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But what you said about doing it for other people, I mean, I thought about that today, and it's funny that you brought that up, because I've been sick last couple of days, like combination head cold with allergies. It's not the Rona, folks. I got a test that said it was negative. But damn it, I lost my train of thought.
You're saying about why?
Anyway,
yeah, enjoyment.
I didn't feel like working out today, like not at all. Like just still got a lot of congestion in my head, still getting it up out of my lungs and stuff like that, where it's flowed down, just because of allergies. And I was like, you know what? We had a platoon leader in first platoon with Daniel and the other guys, and we'll know it too. His saying was always, on days I feel like working out, I work out because my life might depend on it.
Sure.
On days I don't feel like working out, I work out because your life might depend on it. And I mean, that's been a good mantra for me from a lot of being retired.
Sure.
It's like, got to keep moving forward. Don't, just because you don't feel good doesn't mean anything. You've always got to try, and there's somebody out there that might need your help, and you can't lay down. You've got to help them.
Sure.
So
I like it. Look at that. You got to the very end here, because we're at like our 2 hour pretty much. But
Right.
that I had a lesson coming from the very beginning of like what we were talking about. I think we mentioned some things, but that right there, I don't know how I'm going to shorten it up to fit in our little thumbnail, but that right there, I think is a better one, right? I think that drives home a pretty good life lesson
I
about
agree.
when things get hard, right? Why
It really
like find
is.
some motivation.
I mean, you can give up, but what happens when you give up? You could actually be hurting other people by giving up. Stay strong, fight the fight, stay the course.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Lead from the front, but that's an NCO thing. Sorry.
I actually like the wolf picture. You guys ever see that wolf picture? I know I always
Oh,
do
talking
this
about
where I say rap.
the female wolf up underneath the male.
No, I'm talking about the one where it's like it was like a picture I saw of like a pack of wolves and how they like trudge together and like where they put the positioning of them, right? The alpha or the weaker ones and those kind of things. And it was a pretty cool picture. I don't know where I'll have to find it sometime, but I like the mentality.
You could probably be able to find it on Google.
Yeah.
I want to say I've looked that up before too, because I've got like my other quote that I like is let me see if I can grab this. Yeah, I'm not wired. That's right. Another big thing that I like and live
Those the
by.
Riggs 800s.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Good headset.
Is that one? It's crap. Wait. John 15:13, greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. You know, it sticks with me too. Like, because they were my brothers, I would have done anything for them.
Yeah.
Basically, don't be selfish with your life. Don't live your life just for you and to please yourself. I mean, try to make somebody else's life better if you can.
Right. And Brad came in with 3.7 on the Sea of Thieves stream. 3.7K.
Oh, good God.
Awesome.
See, I knew it was fake. I couldn't remember what it was.
For some guys on a boat, drinking some what's the Sea? You're muted, Black. Are you talking to us?
It must be Sea of Thieves because my like 5th highest stream here on Facebook is Sea of Thieves.
I mean, it's a big thing. I like it because, I mean, if you want to, like, some of these games, you can't drink and, like, get carried away drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're like, oh, my God. You're like, oh,
it is
running into the wall.
literally built into the game.
Yeah.
It's like Valheim. You can just drink a bunch of beer and just sit there and have a good old time and not bother anybody. I mean, we did it because, just running, like, what was that, 4 hours of attorney, something like that? I mean, we ran for a while. And it broke up the monotony the next day. So
the tournaments are tiring.
I don't know. We haven't talked about Sea of Thieves really, the gameplay of it, have we? Like what I did, like the first day.
You said
like
you fell off, and then is that what you're talking about, or a different one?
Yeah. Well, I fell off. That I jumped over on the kid's boat and killed the whole crew and stole it. I mean, it was just having fun. And then Daniel did it.
Dome wants to be a pirate. I second that. I think you would make a great pirate.
Day streams are just going to be him on a pirate ship going around looting.
If I can get this up and running where I can do it, I'll do it. I have no problem doing it.
Looting the booty. He's just give me a loot.
See, the thing is when I went into the army, I actually liked people, and unfortunately, and you guys have probably experienced this some too. Growing older, you learn to not like people. And a lot of the situations that I've been in, I don't like crowds and stuff like that. So I mean, I like to say I'm probably was a social butterfly at one point in time. I like people. I like to be around people. It's just now it's very selective of who I'm around.
Sure.
But I could do this all day long, because I mean, it's not that I don't feel I have a connection, because I do feel the connection there. But at the same time, I don't feel as judged. It's more I'm commanding your attention.
Sure.
And for me, it was just like because my last job in the army, I taught lieutenants. So here I'm teaching dudes that outrank me. Hey, sir, this is how you do a route reconnaissance. This is how you do a zone reconnaissance and stuff like that. So I mean, I can do this, and if it makes it where I can do it with regular people again, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I honestly, I told Brad last week. I'm sure you saw it last week. I love the idea of sharing the channel, right? And having multiple people on the channel. That was the idea for the Dad Club Gaming channel that I honestly just morphed into a weekly podcast, vodcast, whatever you want to call it. But like that was the idea, just have a 24/7, channel. And the fact that you guys have a little brigade to be able to do it, I think that'd be awesome for sure.
It is amazing.
I have no problem. I want to make this thing into big stuff. Like I said, notoriety. If somebody was to be like, "Hey, check it out, we want to sponsor you guys. You're going to use these parts and these parts only," yeah, cool, whatever. But if don't see anything from it, no hair off my ass.
Right. I
mean, if we save one person, dude, I say it's a success.
Absolutely.
In my book.
Absolutely.
Because usually it's not just one person. It's usually a multitude. I mean,
absolutely. I mean,
I need to get them in touch with Sylvan and Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, Kenny was doing. I don't know if he kept doing it.
I think he's still doing
but
it.
he was doing like a podcast with veterans at one point. Like he wanted to do that.
Night, Brad.
Because we're Chris and I, Black and I are obviously we're not veterans, right?
No.
But we have a very strong veteran community of people.
I know I do.
And so
it's massive.
We easily have over half of our guests have been served at some point in their life, right?
Still serving.
Or still serving. Or going to serve. Right?
Yeah.
So and then there's a lot that are, streamers like Black and I or whatnot, but there's a lot of people who have served. But Kenny was doing it. I haven't actually seen one. I think I only saw one of them. That's why I said I don't know if he was still doing it. But
I know Sylvan, he used to stream for Uniform Gaming, but since he got his promotion, I don't know what he's doing now. But he got off the Uniform Gaming roster and then started streaming more for himself. And I think he's looking for another, regiment style thing like they got going on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And Sylvan's.
Sure, I mean, if
Sylvan
it
is
helps
amazing,
promote,
man.
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, and Sylvan's got a
And I'm pretty sure I haven't talked to the boys, but I'm pretty sure they would be too.
Sylvan has a very strong military following.
Yeah, Brad told us last week.
99% of it.
Brad told us last week. There's a panel. There's a panel of people that have to go through the panel. You got to take off your shirt. You got to show the belly. Got to have the dad. Okay, Chris. All right. I don't know what you can get away with over there on Facebook, but
just about anything.
I know, right? All right. Well, I am going to take us a fuzzy screen right now before Chris pushes the limit is a little too far. So, hey, Chris, this was great. I'm glad. Thank you for volunteering to be a second of Dad Body Cavalry. It was great getting to know you as well.
Amazing.
Keep encouraging your boys, your buddies,
Please. Daniel said he wanted to sign up. You got to get him on it.
Yeah.
I'll get him on here.
Tell them it's not that hard to get to the sign up, Well, so that's what we said. We said once we round out everybody, I am more than happy to give our first shot to have you guys on it together. We'll have to figure out how to make that happen, but we'll figure it out some way.
Better watch out, man. Barbara put in some laughy faces when I started doing this. You better watch it.
Yeah, so that would be a good time. We actually keep having people sign up for second times. Chris Kabuta signed up today. I'm sorry.
How I said it.
I say it every time like that because his name is after a machinery. Like that's all I can say. It's the only thing I know. But anyway, he signed up for a second stint. We got plenty of people with second stints, so I want to keep rolling through these, and then we'll circle back at some point.
I have no problem doing it. It was pretty enjoyable.
It was great. It was great meeting you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
If I get into some Warzone games, I would love, I know Brad opened the door. I'd love to get in there. I am not going to understand your guys' call outs. I need you all to know that now.
We use a lot of standard Warzone rotating call outs. Like in real life, we wouldn't call it, I'm going to rotate left. Hey, I'm going to peel off right. I'm going to maneuver this way.
I watch a mini map. It is when I play COD, I have my magnification thing up on my top monitor. Okay, and then it sets over my Streamlabs, so my map is literally on a 43-inch TV.
That's unnecessary.
Why?
Unnecessary.
I like it. I wish I could do it, but
It's so easy to look at your map and just go.
That's way too far. I would just look in the corner of my eye. Anywho.
Difference in the distance when it's that big. It's the same distance, bro.
Do we?
I get it.
So I'm gonna send us over to Fuzzy Screen. It was great talking to you over there. We'll figure out who we're gonna raid. So stick around for the raid if you're still out here.
Dadbot's live on Twitch.
I think Dad isn't.
I think
they're watching this.
broadcasting us.
They're broadcasting.
Yeah, but it
us.
don't matter. They're gonna stop, right? Hey, Dirk. Dirk.
No,
is Dirk,
on
Dirk?
Twitch, it's Brad running, or yeah, Dirk's running it on Twitch.
Dirk's
All
on
right, I'm gonna
Twitch,
send us over to the
Did I
Fuzzy
say
Screen.
that?
We'll work it out over there. Everybody, we'll see you
Alrighty.
later this week because we're probably gonna try to hold it sooner rather than later because this one happened on a Wednesday. Sorry for the delay, but glad we got this conversation in.
I loved it.
It was awesome. All right,
This was
until next time.
This was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yep.